Yeah.
Elosito. Bimbo. Hey.
She's Pharisees. Yeah. Let me talk about my life, nigga. This is how I feel. I spent the last 5 years trying to figure out a hill. For real, I step between the balance, being rich or being killed. Yeah. For real, a nigga independent, don't care about a deal. Yeah.
We are here. Oh, yes, Lord, we are here. Well, yet another episode of the #1 podcast. That's right, in the city of L.A. You know, we take a lot of pride here at Unselfish Behavior Podcast and Sitting with Legends. I say it every time. Today is no different. Today the energy feels very different, though. Yeah, that's right. Shoulders get to tingling. Arms get to tingling. Hairs get to raising up. We are here with a very, very powerful brother. This brother here, man, is just an all-around friend and brother and world changer and intellect and entertainer. This brother right here is amazing, top to fucking bottom. Without further ado, we're going to get straight to it right now. He goes by the name of 0’Ryan. Everybody make some noise for 0’Ryan one time, Unselfish.
Let's go.
We here. We here. We here. We here.
We here.
Yeah.
Unselfish Behavior Podcast. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, and can I say this before we start? The smoothest brother I've ever met in my life.
Thank you, brother. You know, I mean, it takes one to know one. You
Yes,
feel?
I am. Yes, I am. Hey, man, without further ado, man, we are here, brother. You know, and I would say, 4 years ago, somewhere around there, 2018.
Yeah.
I had the beautiful opportunity to get to meet you and the family and your mom and your nana, rest her soul, and your brother on a personal level. We did a community event for Alexandria House, right? Mm-hmm. And it was during Christmas time. I believe it was Christmas, the day before Christmas, or somewhere around Christmas, right?
Christmas, yeah.
Day before Christmas, and we did a beautiful community event. And I had the opportunity to get to meet you, my brother, and follow your journey, follow your enlightening journey, your enlightenment journey, your personal development journey, your healing journey. You've been able to really display all of this to us over the course of these years. Indeed. So I just want to, before we start, brother, just express gratitude for you being here, for you allowing us to be able to establish a friendship and a brotherhood. I'm very grateful for you, brother. But checking in with you, man. How you feeling? Man. What's going on?
I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great. You know, happy to be here. You know, like you said, I've been witnessing your journey as well.
Thank you.
You know, like I told you, man, I wasn't expecting all this, man. Yeah. I'm like, hold up. I pulled up to something different now. We got sponsors and that.
Yeah, we're here.
I love to see it, man.
Thank you, brother.
So, you know,
thank you.
Yeah, that day was awesome, man. That was the first time I was a part of something like that, and I was just like, yo, this is my world right here.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah.
I love this.
It's a certain feeling that giving back from the perspective of energy, from creating an energy.
Yeah.
Like when I think about that day, I remember electric slides. I remember you DJing. I remember all the kids engaging with everybody, and just a beautiful energy. Yeah. And for me, you know, on a personal level, I try my very best to stand on that, to creating spaces that represent love, that represent healing, that represent laughter, that represent family, you know, and this platform is no different. So today, man, you can expect to just dive into some beautiful conversation.
Indeed.
Like I told you off camera, 0’Ryan, I take a strong pride in creating spaces to where we can have a beautiful conversation in a healing space, in a space that represents where we're trying to be, and as well as highlighting where we currently are, aka being present.
Okay.
You know, being present is the ultimate present from the universe. Let's just be very clear.
I like that.
Yes, I am.
Yes,
but real quick, before we jump into any questions or dialogue, I always like to give my guests the opportunity to be able to express, for those of them who don't know who this legend is in L.A., just real quick, 0’Ryan, just tell the people a little bit about who you are, what you do, and what you stand for.
Okay, I go by the name of 0’Ryan. You know, got to tell y'all a few times so you lock it in. But I'm an entertainer, a model, a DJ, a father. I've been in the business since a teenager. My brother's been in the business since a teenager. And I've just been born and raised in L.A., like having the opportunity to be on the scene already. You know, I've been able to learn fast and pick up fast, you know, so I've had an interesting, unique journey, and I'm back to it, man. And you know, part of that day, you know, that was you know, part of me coming back to it. You know, DJing is like kind of in the forefront of what I do right now. But oh yeah, many layers to the player.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Many layers to the player, and I like that a lot. Now, tell me about the earlier parts of the journey. Like, how did you guys start specifically? For those of you who don't know, this is 0’Ryan's brother. If you haven't noticed, everyone thinks you guys are twins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
But real quick, how did the journey start for you specifically in regards to being a DJ, being in the entertainment industry? What was that journey like for you earlier on?
Well, it started with me actually going on the Scream Tour 2.
When was that?
It was like 2002. It might have been 2000. You know, it might have been 2000. And it was like I went on the tour carrying bags for B2K. You know, it was my first job ever.
Wow.
You know, first time I made some bread.
Come on.
You feel me? First
Couple
time I
racks.
ever traveled.
Yep,
Yeah.
couple racks.
Came home with some racks. You know, first time I told them all up,
Yes,
all
sir.
that, you know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
14, you know what I
Okay.
mean? So that was like the introduction. And when it was time for the next tour, I went again to, you know, carry bags and hand out flyers. And, you know, the girls, the fans, they started attacking me. You feel
Attacking
me?
you.
They like, yo, we want you now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
I'm like, hold
And you
up.
14.
I'm trying to do my job.
Come on.
You know, and they pulled me out. They like, man, you can't do this anymore. You're distracting the show. You know, you causing, you know, a little chaos down
You
there.
got to get out of here.
You know, yeah, you gotta go. I'm like, well, where I'm gonna go? They said you gonna go to the studio.
Yeah,
Okay.
get him in the studio. Get that
Yeah,
man out of here.
You know, so yeah. After I basically got kicked off the tour.
Wow, they kicked you off the tour.
Yeah, they sent me home, man.
Get this man out of here.
They sent me home because, you know, the ladies was just all over me. Sent me home, and as soon as I got home, I got in the studio.
Beautiful.
Yeah,
what did
man.
you do in the studio, my brother? Because I know you started off as a DJ. So did you go straight
yeah.
into production?
I went straight to, listen, man, a lot of people don't know the first single that I put out. That's the first song I've ever sung. You know, that's the first time I was ever in the studio.
This is my first time in this moment learning that 0’Ryan actually sang. I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah, so after I went home from the tour, went to the studio, recorded my album in a couple weeks, and got a song on the You Got Served soundtrack. So
Nice.
when they got back from that tour, we did the You Got Served tour. You know, my song was featured on that album, on the soundtrack, and then, you know, my album released October of 2004, and man, it was an amazing journey.
Beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? I was young. It was very unplanned. That wasn't something like I was in school like, oh yeah, I want to like do this album, and like I never spoke of this.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of the times for me, you know, making plans and stuff like that, like I'm kind of like 50-50 on it, because a lot of the greatest things that have happened for me and to me were not in my plans. I didn't plan it. It just happened for me. So, you know, when people, you know, when the ladies, they be like, oh, what are we doing? I'm like, we're trying to wait for that sweet spot. We want to get in that sweet spot to where the magic happens.
Yeah.
'Cause, you know, I feel like for me in my career, I've been able to be in a sweet spot, you know, having a brother that is an entertainer that's been doing it since he was a teenager, you know, having, you know, the mother of my child since I've known, you know, since I was a kid, you know, her being an entertainer as well. It just like, it aligns for me differently, you know what I mean? It just, you know, it makes me less guilty, you know what I mean, to follow my dream and my path, because when I look around, I see, you know, like, I'm inspired. I'm like, yeah, my brother, my baby mom, like, damn, you feel me?
Is there a sense of you that feels like you were destined to be in the entertainment industry?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shout out my mom.
Shout out moms.
She named me Orion after a constellation, and a constellation is basically a group of stars. So
I love this
you
fucking
know,
brother
my,
right here.
you know, my mom,
Come on.
she set me up.
Come
you
on.
feel me? She said, Orion, you feel me? I'm a star, and I'm always surrounded by stars. Everybody I'm always around, they're stars too. So it's like I attract stars as well.
Absolutely.
So it's like, you know, I definitely feel destined, like, you know, like I belong. Growing up, man, you know, watching my brother's journey, you know, going to Performing Arts High School, Hamilton, being in like plays and stuff.
They used to call y'all ham and cheese.
Ham and cheese.
Hello.
Yes,
I remember.
they did.
I
The
remember.
Yankees. Shout out the Yankees, man. Shout out everybody in the music academy, because, you know, Hamilton had different sectors.
Okay.
You feel me? They had the global studies. They had the magnet. And then they had the music academy.
Okay.
We got out of school at 4. The whole other school, you know, they got out at 3, but we got out at 4. So the last 3 classes I had every day was like piano, choir, you know, music theater, you know what I mean? So before I even started recording, I was like kind of walking in that, you know what I mean, just naturally, you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, brother. You mentioned that you got put on at 14 years old. You were on tour with your brother and the crew. You're carrying bags to the rooms, but you're also at the same time connected to the biggest fucking boys music group in the world at the time. Let's be very clear.
Indeed.
B2K was nothing to play with.
At all.
Nothing to play with, okay? If you had a daughter, you had a sister, she was a motherfucking B2K fan.
Oh, for sure.
B2K and Bow Wow. That was what was going
yeah.
on back
Oh,
then.
for
That was
sure.
what was going on back then.
Oh, yeah.
So what was that like getting off tour and then going back to school? And like, you know what I'm saying? Like, when did it hit you that was like, damn, people are actually starting to recognize me at school? When did that happen?
Well, I would say going to John Burroughs Middle School and like going to a music academy, you know, a lot of us hometown, you know, LA babies, you know, we're used to seeing celebrities, you know, just not in their celebrity element, you
All
know
the
what I
time.
mean, at the grocery store and here
Yep.
and there. So, you know, a lot of my friends, a lot of my peers that I grew up with, you know, they knew I was going where I was going. So
Okay.
it just, at home, I never felt that, you know, I would always have to leave and be like, oh yeah, you know, I am that, you know, because at home, you feel me, it's love, you
Yeah.
know what I mean, but it's just a different type of love.
Everybody know you.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's on
like,
a personal
oh, hey.
level. I can see that. So
Yeah.
when was the first time you went overseas in the music industry? In the music industry, when was the first time you went overseas?
First time I went overseas was like, it was like 2010.
What was
like
that like?
2010. It was amazing, man.
And where'd you go?
I went to Germany,
Okay.
and I also went to London. I stayed in London for a month. I was recording, and then I linked up with my brother out there. He had like some shows to do, so that's what's always cool about like being in the business, same business my brother is in.
Yeah.
It's like sometimes, you know, he'll be out of town and I'll link up with him like, hey, where you at? You feel me? And I'll fly out there. We'll link up and
Beautiful.
fly home together. Or, you
Beautiful.
know, I'll dip out on another spot. So, yeah, overseas was beautiful, man. London, it's not sunny like it is in LA, man.
Okay.
It's great.
Tell me about London. Tell me
Okay,
about London.
London. I'm sorry. All I was eating was this place called Nando's, because the seasoning out there, bro. It ain't it, bro. If you going to London, bring your seasoning with you.
Bring your Lawry's, yep.
Bring your barbecue sauce, because they
Sweet
ain't
Baby
got
Ray's,
that
you
there.
gots to bring it.
You're going to be like, oh, do you guys have barbecue? They're going to be like, what?
Like,
No.
what is that? No.
Are you American?
Hello.
Like, yeah.
You know what? I went to Dubai. I couldn't find no ranch.
Ooh.
I went to Dubai. I could find 0 places that had ranch. And then I
Yeah.
order ranch, and they bring me like this green gooey stuff. I'm like,
Oh,
yo, what's
wow.
going on? This is not ranch. I'm
Green
used to
ranch.
Wingstop ranch. I'm used to, you know what I'm saying? Ranch.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But no, I understand that, my brother.
Yeah,
I
man.
understand that.
So yeah, overseas was nice, but I definitely, you know, next time I go, I'm bringing hot sauce, barbecue sauce, and, you know, Tony Chinchetti.
Hello, you got to have
You
the
know,
Tony.
gotta
You
have my Creole
Come
seasoning.
on, you gotta have that. And for me, man, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, damn, okay. So you didn't get put on by just a brother that started off solo, right? Like in regards to opportunity,
Yeah,
you were involved with a group dynamic,
indeed.
right? And I think that, you know, especially in LA, but in the culture, people have a lot of questions about B2K. People have a lot of questions about what you guys' dynamic was like, not just
Yeah.
on tour a few years ago, but also starting off. What was that like to be able to build up yourself and your brand in the music industry and in the entertainment business, but with a group dynamic. What was that like?
Oh man, it was crazy because you know, they were under the same umbrella as like immature and stuff like that.
Facts.
So whenever my brother would, you know, by the time my brother was like 14, 15, bro, he already left the house.
Come on, he's
You
out of
feel
here.
me? He's busy.
He's
booked
gone.
and busy.
He's gone.
So, you know, a few times I would you know, fall through and stuff like that. Like they really had like stuff popping.
Come
Like,
on.
you know, they had artists performing in like this kitchen, and they had this mansion and shit. It's the first time I ever been in like a big like 5-bedroom house and shit.
You
I'm
from
like,
LA?
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah,
like,
you from the
damn,
wood.
this is like, you know, first time in the valley. You
Come
feel
on.
me? I'm like, okay, this is some shit. You know, and it just was it was inspiring, man. You know, it really made me feel like I could do it too, because I saw the whole process. My brother was like very he's always been like, hey, you know, come with me, bro. You know, come with me. You know,
I love
no
that.
questions
I
asked.
love that,
Come
brother.
with me. And I'm like, you know, even sometimes I'm like, man, I
I
don't
ain't
know,
trying to
but
go, yeah,
he's
yeah.
he's never said come with me, and it's been like some bullshit.
Got you.
It's always been some like
It's a movie.
what?
It's a movie here.
movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, it's always been lit.
So what's relationships been like for you, Orion? Obviously, you have been in the music industry since you were 14 years old. You've been touring, you know, since this time, since a teenager, being around this incredible dynamic of just like rock star lifestyle. What has that been like for you from a relationship standpoint, growing up, like early teens, early 20s? What was that like for you in managing both?
I would say, you know, like I said, going to a performing arts high school and having a young mother. You know, my mom. You know, shout out my mom, man.
Shout out moms.
She allowed me ninth grade me, you know, to like, you know, have my girlfriend come over,
Yeah.
you know, spend time. And,
I was
like,
there too.
You feel
Shout
me?
out moms.
So
Shout out moms.
so because I had that that opportunity to have that privilege, you know, I wanted to be responsible. I wanted to be like on it so I could keep, you know, so I can keep her coming through.
Absolutely.
You feel me?
Absolutely.
So I was like making sure I wasn't arguing, you know, with my girl or disrespectful or anything like that, because I knew, you know, my mom was trusting that I would, you know, be responsible.
That's awesome, brother.
You know.
That's awesome, man. Hey, you're Omarion's brother. What the fuck is going on, man? I remember I told you this before the cameras came on. I said, Ryan, you probably don't remember this. You probably don't remember this. One of the first things I told you today. I said, Ryan, you probably don't remember this, but in 2008, in 2009, I worked at Rouse on Sentinella and fucking La Brea.
Inglewood.
Inglewood.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey, shout out to the Wood.
Shout out to
It's
the
a very
Wood.
special place.
Yeah.
But that's the first time in my life that I've ever even got acclimated with the Inglewood culture. You know what I'm saying? Exposed to Inglewood, which I love Inglewood. Inglewood's dope.
Yeah.
But I used to see you in there all the time, and I said, brother, you probably don't remember this. I used to always see you in Rouse and fucking La Brea and Sentinella.
Yeah, bro.
like talk to me a little bit, Orion, about what it was like growing up, born and raised in the Wood. You know what I'm saying? How much of the Wood has, you know what I'm saying, implemented itself within who you are today?
Man, growing up in Inglewood was so essential to who I am, because, you know, just like every hood, you feel me, the hood got talent. You know, the hood has a lot to offer if you have the lens and you have the opportunity to like receive the lessons there.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, having a young mother, you feel me, a lot of the dudes in the street, you know, they didn't really mess with us because you know, they seen we had a young mom and stuff. They like, all right, we gonna look out for them. They might be on to something. We gonna, you feel
What
me?
neighborhood was this, by the way? Where were you guys raised?
Inglewood, right off of Hyde Park and Market.
Hyde
So,
Park.
you know,
Y'all in the depths of Inglewood.
right in the neighborhood.
Y'all
you
in
feel
the
me? Right-
Wood. Y'all not in Inglewood. Y'all
Yeah.
in the Wood.
Yeah, we in the Wood.
Okay,
right
got
over there
you.
by
You
Rogers
right in the
Park.
Wood. I
you
know
feel
just
me?
where you
Play
at. Yep.
basketball, Rogers Park.
Right there.
Went to Highland Elementary, all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that development was essential. You know, because my bro, his best friend, you know, Free BD. You feel me? Shout out, you know, Anthony Martinez. Just seeing, you know, like I said, people in the hood with talent but not opportunity, you know, it just made me want to like excel more with the opportunities I had, because I know some of my friends, they didn't know the people I knew. They didn't know the people my mom knew. You know, so it's like, man, I gotta make it
Yeah.
happen,
Yeah.
because you know, I know a few friends, I know a few, you know, superstars in the hood that were, you know, never discovered. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Well,
like,
yeah,
yeah, I gotta go hard for them too.
absolutely. What was that like? Something that just came into my head was a lot of notable individuals talk about this thing called survivor's guilt. What was that like to be able to look back? Because I mean, you started in when you were 14 years old. You know, at
Yeah.
such a tender age. You're in middle school. You're in eighth
Yeah.
grade, approaching ninth grade. You're going to high school.
Yeah,
Like, what was that like? Feeling like, damn, the homies that I was hanging with just yesterday.
man.
You know what I'm saying? Was like, damn, you above us now, or you
Right.
Hollywood, or did you have to
Yeah.
deal with any of that? And if so, what was that like?
I didn't have to deal too much with, like, you know, people thinking I was Hollywood because of, you know, my connection with my friends and my family. But something I did have to deal with is, like, you know, I didn't go to my high school prom.
Ah,
You feel me? I was on tour. I
mm,
went to fucking prom with Hot 97 winner
come on,
in New Jersey.
real nigga.
You
I
feel me?
understand.
It was cool, but you know, it was like I didn't know anyone
Yeah, you
there.
didn't
You
know
know what I'm
her.
saying?
Yeah,
Everybody's staring at me.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like it was cool.
Yeah,
You know,
I agree.
but I didn't get to go to my prom. You feel me?
Right.
I went to a homecoming. I went to like a winter formal. But like once I was in like 10th grade, they pulled me out. I started doing homeschool, and you know the rest was history. It was like,
Absolutely.
oh, you in the business now.
Absolutely. Hey man, when we hear the words the business, you know, outside looking in, we have a lot of different perspectives. We have a lot of different ideologies that we may have received through either influence, right, through the TV or through YouTube or other entities where it's like just other people saying certain shit that has said they have a connection to the industry. With you being in there since such a young age, is there anything that you kind of look at from an industry perspective and be like, man, I kind of regret, you know what I'm saying? Like, I wish I want to experience this, but I didn't want to experience that. And what are those things to where it's like, fuck?
I would say my only regret as an artist is like it took me a while to just be comfortable with just putting myself out there.
Right.
You know, like in this day and age, you know, having a team is beneficial, but also knowing how to navigate alone as yourself is beneficial as well.
Absolutely.
So being able to learn that young, you know, it motivated me to keep going now, you know, to what I'm doing now, just like spreading my wings and really seeing that there's no ceiling for me, you know, like I can literally do anything I can imagine, you know, like I didn't have that mind though at, you know, 17, 18,
Right,
you
right,
know,
right.
I was just like, no, it got to be like this, and that.
My awakening happened when I was 25. And when I say awakening, I mean this new perspective that I've gained on this human experience, this fleshly, humanly experience of mine. It happened when I was 25, and for me, I take a lot of pride in being different, a lot of pride in being untraditional, quote unquote, and I look at you and I feel the same. Right, like I said earlier, I feel like I've had the opportunity to really get to know you through way of Instagram. But one beautiful thing about Instagram is that you don't only have to post your highlights, but you can also post when you're live, in action, going through something like, you know what I'm saying, that you could tangibly see. And I feel like from 2018 to 2022 now, you've been through some real transformation, like some real spiritual transformation I've seen. Like, what has that been like? Because for me, I'm the type of nigga, you know, we know King Q on this podcast. I'm doing altar work. I'm journaling. I'm doing burning releases. I'm going to seminars. I'm reading books. You know, shout out
Shout
to
out
the books.
that altar. If you ain't got an altar
You
up,
got
then
to have an
you're
altar.
wildin',
What are you
fam.
doing, Orion?
You wildin', yo. Yeah,
Hey,
it's good to
listen
hear.
to me.
It's good to hear that.
Absolutely, man. Hey, if you don't have an altar,
Yeah.
a sacred space in
Come
your
on.
house to where you can just honor whatever it is that you believe that you want to experience
And your
manifest.
ancestors. you know?
Hello.
Honor them ones before you. Okay.
I didn't know it was gonna go in the deep end this soon, Jasper. I
Yeah,
thought it was
man.
gonna be like 45 minutes
Yeah.
in, but I think he got his fins on. I
Yeah.
think he got his oxygen tank on.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is, in regards to the altar, bro, it's like as a culture, and when I say culture, I mean black urban culture.
Mm-hmm.
As a culture, we've been taught to view these things as taboo. We've been taught to view these
And
things
voodoo.
as demonic
Yeah.
or voodoo or witchcraft or
Yeah.
this or that.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think that stems from?
Honestly, man, a lot of people leave out a big part of slavery, right? You know what I mean? They whipped us and they gave us that good book.
Yeah,
At the same time.
it's a fact.
And if you want to take away the whips and chains, you got to take away the book too. If you really, no disrespect,
Hello,
but you got to elevate,
fact.
and be forward. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we look at life now, it's forward. Everything is forward. You know what I mean? And for me, like my awakening, man, I would say when I did ayahuasca.
Beautiful. I'd like to do that one day. Can you tell us about that,
Yo,
please?
bro.
Come on, my sister's done it, man. Shout out Coquise. She
Oh,
told me
yeah?
about ayahuasca.
Hey,
she
shout
did
out
ayahuasca and DMT.
See,
In
yo.
the same year, by the way.
Oh, she's crazy. See, I split mine up in years.
Shout
I
out
did
Coquise.
mine
Yeah,
1 year.
same
then
year.
the next.
She did it both.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, she's lit.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so yeah, man. So after the first tour, the first Millennium tour, my brother and I, man, we found this shaman, and we rented out this fly ass crib in the Hollywood Hills with
Nice.
a crazy view.
Very nice.
And a week prior to doing ayahuasca, you have to like be on a specific diet,
Heard that. Yeah.
and that part is even a trip. That part is even a trip in itself. But doing it was crazy, bro. Like when I talk about unpacking, woo, and letting go, all of that,
Full surrender.
all of that,
Full surrender.
all of that, purging, all of that.
You experienced the purging.
Oh,
I know.
big
I know
purging.
some people did ayahuasca, didn't experience the purging. Some people experienced the purging as well. What was that like? What was the purging process like?
It was so deep because, like I said, before the process, you can't eat certain things. Like
That's correct.
24 hours before you can't eat. You got to drink a lot of water. So it's like even when you're throwing up, you ain't throwing up anything.
I heard that.
So
I heard that.
your mind begins to throw up some other shit in your life. And you're like, wait.
Hold on, what's all this? I
I
signed
wanna
up for
deal
this.
with
Yeah, I thought I buried that.
Yeah.
Okay.
And a lot of things come to the surface, and in that moment, for me, it's better to kind of deal with in that kind of chaos because it's controlled chaos, but it also makes you feel like you're gonna die or whatever. So when you get past it, it's just like whoa, man, this natural medicine really just took me on a journey. So after that first tour, my brother and I, we did ayahuasca, and the very next day, he had an interview with Mike Tyson, and I went with him. I pulled up with him.
Shout out to Mike Tyson.
Yo,
I fucking love that
shout
brother,
out
man.
Mike
I love
Tyson,
Mike Tyson,
yo.
brother. I always manifest that I'm gonna interview Mike Tyson one day. I love
Mike
that guy.
Tyson is the reason why I got this.
Okay.
So
I can't wait to hear it.
the very next day,
Come on.
from the Aya, right? We tripping, me and bro, like, damn, we leaving the crib in the hills. We like, yo, this crazy. Whoa. So we go check out Mike, and his whole compound is crazy. Like his
This
weed,
is ranch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
beautiful.
and it's
I've heard
out
about
here.
this place. I've heard
So
about
it's like where it's at. It's like you would never think it is where it is. So we pull up, boom. And I'm like, damn, I'll meet Mike Tyson.
fucking
Like,
Tyson,
this is one
nigga.
of the greatest human beings
Yeah,
ever to breathe.
Yeah,
He's
facts.
one of them.
Absolutely.
He's
top
top
10. I'm
ten.
gonna give him top 10.
Yeah,
I'm
top
gonna give
10.
him top 10.
Greatest
I'm gonna give
humans.
him top 10.
Greatest
Yeah.
humans ever. So we pull up, you're like, oh shit. I'm like, damn, another caveat to being, my brother being
Of
who
course.
he is.
Absolutely.
And they're walking in like the studio and shit, and Mike Tyson's like handing me weed and shit. He's like, oh yeah, this is my strain and shit.
What are you
And
thinking in this
and I'm
moment?
like,
What the fuck is going on here?
thank you, Mike.
Mike.
Oh shit, thank you, Mike. I'm like,
Let's go.
damn. So
Come on.
you know, bro walks in the studio and shit. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna let bro do his thing. You know, he's here for his interview. And Mike is like, bro, come in here, man. Bring your ass in here. And I'm like,
Yes,
oh,
sir. No
shit.
problem.
All right,
Yes,
Mike.
sir.
Say
Yeah,
less,
Mike.
man.
No problem, Mike.
I'm about to roll up.
But yeah,
right
no
now.
problem.
And that it was so humbling, man, to be amongst a giant. You know what I mean? And for him to just
Gentle giant. Oh,
yeah, unravel himself. And you know, we told him like, yeah, we did Aya last night. He's like,
I
oh
think
yeah.
I seen your fucking brother.
He was like,
I did see your fucking brothers on Mike Hot Boxing.
yeah, hot boxing.
He was on
man.
season 1 in the
Yeah,
fucking room, not the new one.
yep,
Okay,
yep,
I
yep,
did see your
season
brother.
1.
Absolutely, I saw that
Yeah.
interview.
So we're in there fucking hot boxing. with Mike.
Gone.
You feel me?
Ah, that's a
And
dream
we
of
talking
mine.
about ayahuasca and all this shit, and he's just going deep. And then he's like, "No, y'all gotta do the bufo in the
Is that the
cambo.
snake? That's not the snake.
No, that's the frog.
Okay.
Yeah. So 2019, I did the ayahuasca.
Okay.
Then actually it might have been 2020. I did the aya, and then 2021 I did the bufo in the
That's
cambo.
the shit. Okay, tell me about that.
So this is crazy because some people react different to it, man. But for me, my face swole up, bro. Like my shit was. I was looking like a frog.
It actually swelled up?
I looked like a frog, bro. Wow. Like my shit was like I couldn't really see it. You feel me? Like, but a lot of purging, a lot of crying. You know, a lot of. I felt a lot of emotion and a lot of tension that wasn't mine. So I felt like it was very ancestral. And the lady that did it, shout out Ivanka.
Ivanka. That's a beautiful name.
Yeah, she's from Mexico, and she was like, yeah, like you need to do this. And I was like, damn, like this must be the ancestors talking.
Absolutely.
I'ma listen,
Hello.
you know? So
As you should.
You know, after that, man, it was just a life-changing moment for me because, you know, we have to forgive ourselves, man, about a lot of things that happened to us.
Absolutely.
You know, and when I went through that journey, it just allowed me to be guilt-free. You know, totally guilt-free.
Surrender,
after that.
forgive, let
Yeah,
go.
totally guilt-free for
Yeah.
anyone I like held any animosity or anything towards. It was just like, you know what? We moving on. We on to something else.
Because it's kind of like when we understand the energy of resentment and strife and hate,
Yeah.
it does nothing but hold us back. In all reality,
Yeah.
it's not like we're taking this pain out of us and throwing it to the other person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
no, we going to sleep with that.
Yeah.
We waking up to
Multiplying.
that. We have to live with
Just-
that. We're
yeah.
adding to that.
Simmering,
The other
cooking
person
it.
is having a great fucking day probably.
Yeah.
But it's like we're killing ourselves over something that was taught to us. Now it leads me to my next thing that I'm just really curious about, which is in our community, we have I mentioned the stigma earlier about certain practices, but we also have a stigma when it comes to healing. We have a stigma when it comes to personal development.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? And
Indeed.
for me, I'm going to just talk a little bit about, like, I was telling you, like, my journey with awakening in 2005, when I was 25, right? I went into it not knowing really what to expect, but I went into it with the expectation to learn something
Yeah.
different.
Yeah.
And so I remember, like, signing up for Insight seminars. I've been super vocal with this, right? Insight seminars was the platform for me that really introduced me to a lot of the work and people that practice the things you're talking about in regards to ayahuasca, in regards to psychedelics, in regards to DMT, in regards to really tapping into higher versions of your consciousness and doing some really deep healing work.
Yeah.
But speaking on this stigma, you know, we have a lot of shame in our community, right? We have a lot of embarrassment.
Oh, yeah.
We have a lot of pain, a lot of trauma
yeah.
in our community that runs deeper than us, aka 0’Ryan sitting here saying he felt energy that wasn't even his.
Yeah.
Whose energy was that?
Yeah, it was foreign to me,
Right?
bro. I was like, yo, I feel pain, but this ain't mine.
It don't feel like it's mine.
This is not. I'm not that sad.
That's not.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not that sad. So I knew that process was ancestral, and I knew what I had to do was move forward, not only for myself, but, for my lineage, for my DNA. You know what I mean?
Hey, have you ever tapped into like your ancestry and like what tribe you're from and all that good shit? I see a lot of people into that in our community.
Yeah, actually, I haven't, but
I want to.
I did I did find out what tribe my dad's side of the family, Native American tribe.
What's that?
Oh man, it escapes me. It's horrible that I'm saying this.
not
It starts with
Choctaw?
an N, but it's like Nantucket or something. I got to do more research, because I was obviously surprised because my brother did my brother and my mom, they did the ancestry thing, and I've known, shout out my Nana, rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace, Nana.
She always kind of taught us about our culture and our beginnings in Africa. You feel me? So I've always known that we are people of that continent, but the continent is far.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it is a language barrier also.
You know what I've been really discovering along my journey is that us, Black African Americans, whatever they want to call us, we're actually native. A lot of us are native to this land.
Indeed.
A lot of us are native to this land.
Indeed.
This land is indeed truly ours.
Indeed.
And indeed, the true stories that they've told us are actually false stories.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed.
Yeah. And I've been really diving into that.
Yo, it's crazy.
I found out my fucking great grandmother, who they would call Mama, she died in 2004, 2005, somewhere around there. I was a teenager, or maybe even a preteen. And I remember at that age, my mom flying, because my family lives in Slidell, Louisiana.
Oh, wow.
Right? Deep roots in the South.
Yeah.
So she comes back from Louisiana, and I remember her telling me about this ritual that they were doing at my great grandmother's funeral, and how all the Indians came and they did, and everyone was wearing Indian stuff. And I remember hearing this when I was a kid. Wow. And then growing up to that 25, 26, 27-year-old that was researching everything. Yeah. And I started to do some deep studies, and I started to realize, wow, my people directly are Native Americans.
Yeah. Yeah.
The Choctaws and the Chickasaws.
Yo.
And that's all from the South,
Blackfoot.
bro. Hello.
Yeah, all that.
Red Wing, they here.
Yeah, yeah.
And we're here.
So many variations.
Yes.
So many variations.
Yeah, but it's like I don't think we ask enough questions, right?
Yeah.
As a people, as a community.
Yeah.
And one of those questions that I think about is like, damn, if all of my people from the South, right? And I'm speaking of us from a collective perspective. Yeah. Alabama, Mississippi, Jacksonville, North Carolina, Louisiana, I mean, you name it, Georgia, right? Our great-grandmothers are from there. Our great-great-grandmothers are from there, right? Somewhere in the South for the most part, for the majority.
Yep.
And then we look at the story that we've been given about how they colonized us, and all black people came from Africa, and think of that. All black people came from Africa. Think of how crazy that sounds.
It's just not mathematics.
It doesn't even make sense.
It's not mathematics.
You telling me it wasn't one of us over here?
It's not mathematics.
Christopher Columbus came and found everything. It was an empty.
The sun shines too bright in certain areas. It's not mathematically, scientifically possible.
None of us in California? None of us in Mississippi? None of us nowhere in Louisiana? Nobody? When they came,
we everywhere.
We everywhere.
That's
so
the crazy thing
it
about
makes me think like, damn, I be looking at us different now. Like I be seeing Indian chiefs and shit.
Yeah.
Like when I look at you, bro, I see an Indian chief. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, wow, wouldn't that make so much sense that they gave us this lie about where we came from, so that we don't know what
we have.
What we have, and then the preparation of even getting something like reparations, or you can't get reparations if you don't have a race. That's step number one. African American, not a race. Black, not a race. Negro, not a race. Colored, not a race. How can y'all claim for something as an organization? Y'all don't even know where y'all come from. What tribe you from? Who's your tribe leader? Who's your president? Who's your
show the lineage?
Show the lineage. So I'm really interested in that. Like and I'm not a master at it. I'm still learning even now.
It's a lot to uncover.
Yeah, I'm just really embracing
because
all of it.
no dig, on our brothers and sisters on the motherland, you know, because
We love them.
I feel a lot of them take a little offense to it, you know, but it is both.
It's both.
It is both. You know what I mean? It is just one is more recent than the other. You feel me? And we want to get on the most recent, like, you know, we want to get on the latest post. So we're up to speed.
Right.
And, you know, when we look at our culture, you feel me, and we look at what we do, you feel me, from how we dress, you know, the tobacco.
Right.
This ain't, I'm sorry, this ain't African.
It's not
This
African.
is
That is
Native
not.
American. Rolling up and smoking,
Native American culture.
that's that.
I hear you. Over my altar, I have a Native
feel me?
American man with a big fucking.
And who
wooden
do this the
bong coming
most
up.
in America?
Hello. Talk to him.
Okay,
One time.
who do this the most in the world?
We're here.
These niggas right here.
Yeah, that's it.
Who do it the best? Okay. So you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sire.
When you look at things like that, you gotta, oh, okay, like damn, there's something there. You know what I mean?
Why that shit fit so well with them? Yeah, like why they do this shit
I mean,
so smooth?
the swag, everything.
Just the
You know what I
whole
mean?
shit.
But like I said, it is both. But in most recent, you know what I mean?
That's where I'm at.
You know what
Most
I'm saying?
recent, yeah,
It
because
is
we've
both.
been here for billions of years.
Yeah, we've been everywhere.
We've been everywhere.
Been everywhere.
Like, what is y'all? When people say, "What is y'all heritage? What is y'all?" The whole planet.
Yo, I've been saying that lately too.
The planet.
I'm like, I'm of the earth.
Hello.
Okay, I'm here. Like,
it ain't one place.
you know.
But you know, hey man, I'm passionate about that. I want to switch gears real quick, just because this is how I drive. Sometimes I
Yeah.
drive and then hello, might hit a drift on you one time. But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about books, and I'm thinking about knowledge, and I'm thinking about perspective, and I'm thinking about ideologies, and all this stuff going through my head while you're talking, and it's beautiful because that doesn't happen with everybody. But my brother's really gotten me to a space.
Let's
we're
go.
here.
We on that level.
Yeah, we're here
elevated.
on that level.
Elevated.
So with books, brother, we're born and raised in L.A. Both of us. Both of us born and raised in L.A., bro. The city where you get called a square, a hoe ass nigga,
Man.
gay, a nerd,
Man.
a bitch, all this shit. Just if you wanted knowledge when you was young in
yeah.
elementary school.
Oh yeah.
You soft, you this, you
Oh,
that.
yeah.
And I'm not a victim of that. I was on the other side of that, doing that unknowingly.
Wow.
That's how I was raised.
Wow.
I was born and raised in Midtown. All I knew was
Yeah.
gang banging and selling drugs and
Yeah.
being at Ward on Wheels. I ain't know nothing else.
77.
Hello.
Whoa.
Mama, I'm spending that at Mike's house tonight.
Don't you
No,
fall
I ain't.
asleep on that video, man.
Hello.
Somebody gonna throw some skates on you.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. But
Yeah.
you know, that's what I be thinking about, brother. It's like, man. But now as an adult, I love to read.
Oh yeah.
Right?
It's
like,
essential.
right? I liked it when I was a kid, but it's like I look at the stigma of like, nigga, you ain't supposed to know how to read with punctuation and fluency.
Yeah, yeah. And your diction,
What do you
you know. Yeah, yeah.
How is it-
What is that word? Look
What
it
is-
up, nigga.
I don't know that shit. What's the next word? It's like
Yeah.
we've glamorized an ideology that's really kept us back in a lot of ways. But
Yeah.
you know, moving forward to more of the positive end of that is, for me, I brought these books here, which I've never done on any episode in the history of Unselfish Behavior podcast.
Dope.
I've never done that.
Dope.
And the reason I did it was because before I go into every episode, I personally ask Spirit, what is it that I need for this episode? What do I need? So sometimes Jasper will see me bring certain props on stage, or I'm sorry, not on stage, that's the
dope.
performer in me. But it's certain props on the table that I
Yeah.
don't usually bring for other guests, and so on and so forth.
Oh, dope.
So I like each
Oh,
episode
dope.
to compliment who I'm speaking to. So before you came, when you came, you noticed the books and you like, fuck, The Alchemist. Oh, that's a
Yo.
heater. You said The Secret. That's a heater. You said
Yeah.
The Four Agreement. And I knew to bring, and I have multiple books.
Yo.
Spirit Levity These right
Yeah.
here. And then I told you about that one down
Yeah.
there. Signs.
Yeah,
the
we
language.
gotta link up and do a little book exchange night. Book exchange bonfire
jeez.
night.
Oh, it's a
You feel me?
vibration.
We have
Big
a bonfire.
Earth,
We
sponsored
cook,
by
we
Blue
play,
Moon
yeah.
Woods.
You know,
Sponsored by
little
Blue Moon
bonfire.
Woods.
We just like, hey, bro, I got 3 books for
that'd
you,
be
bro.
beautiful to the
Hit me
spirit.
when you done.
That'll be beautiful.
Tell me what you got.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
man, reading
It's
reading
essential,
is
right?
essential, man.
It's essential.
Like for me, you know, always going to the bookstore, just enlightening my perspective is just important for me, from my experience too.
Right.
You know, because I know if my mind can't grasp it, you know,
Yeah.
I won't be able to really,
Yeah,
have that
digest
real,
it. Yeah, exactly.
that
You're
real
not gonna
experience.
that real understanding of what you're
Yeah.
reading. A lot of people read a bunch of books and they ain't received or applied any of it. So it's like, damn, what's the
Exactly.
point? I like to
Yeah.
read a few pages or even perhaps a few chapters, depending on how I'm feeling, and just
Yeah.
close the motherfucker for
Yeah.
2 weeks and just.
Yeah.
I gotta digest what I just learned. I gotta
Oh, yeah.
apply what I just learned.
Yeah.
But real quick, switching gears again. Here we go. It's a stick shift. Hello. I want to go to parenting, but specifically co-parenting, right? And we all know, if those of you who don't know, this brother right here is an amazing father. This man right here is an amazing individual, and so we got to bring up the fact that he's a beautiful father, and he also had a child with the wonderful, the legendary Jhene Aiko.
Okay.
We know this.
Born and bred. You know
Hello.
what I'm saying?
Hello.
LA native.
LA native. We in the building.
Legendary R&B legend. Yeah,
Absolutely,
R&B legend,
absolutely,
indeed.
all the above.
Indeed.
What was that process like? How did you guys meet, and what was that dynamic
Man.
once you guys start dating or whatever the situation was?
It's crazy, man. I've known Jhene since we were young. We went to the same elementary school. For a moment, for the beginning parts of our career, we had like the same management situation.
Oh, nice.
So we were around each other in like blots. You know what I mean? And once we got like 17, 18, you feel me? We started like kicking it and all of that. And yeah, man, it's only right that somebody like myself, somebody like her, my co-creator, is also an artist. You know
It's
what
awesome,
I mean?
huh?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Man. It's like
Yeah.
so much understanding.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
was
I
just
mean?
gonna say that.
Like me and her, we've gone through so many changes as friends, as parents. It's just beautiful to have somebody like that understands that I'm also an artist and what I need
And what comes with it.
yeah,
right? That
and
lifestyle,
what I need, and the space and the respect and the da-da-da, like it's there. You know what I'm saying? So that it's beautiful, man.
It's awesome.
Beautiful understanding.
What's it like being a father, man? I have 3 daughters myself, and I have
The
yeah,
trio,
yeah, I
hello.
have 3 daughters, and
Oh,
I'm
that's
I'm
beautiful,
completely
man.
done. I'm never having any more children.
I
love
bet.
children, but 3 is enough for me. But I have a 12-year-old, about to be 12-year-old Delilah, and she teaches me a lot. I know your daughter's a teenager. Is that right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
She's 13 now. She'll be 14
Awesome.
in November. Shout out Nami. What's up, baby?
Nami in the building.
Yeah.
But yeah, brother, I'm sitting here thinking, and I'm like, man, how much of a challenge it is sometimes to you know what I'm saying, raise a girl.
Yo.
Like at that, a girl, because it's a
Let
lot
me
of things
tell
they go
you.
through they don't understand.
Yeah.
Like, what's that like, brother?
It's so interesting, man, because her mom, I feel like me and her mom, we had such a different upbringing than our child. So as we're learning with our child, we're learning with each other too. And it's like she's teaching us along the way, and it's just more love, man. Like I call my daughter my biggest teacher. You feel me? She's my biggest teacher because she opens my heart up. You know what I'm saying? Like her mom and I, we haven't been together during our parenting, process, but we've become the closest friends. You know what I mean? We've become so close, and like when she's in a relationship or when she's got something going on, it's like it's never a problem. When I got something, it's never a problem.
Never a problem.
It's like we could be happy for each other. We can be there for each other also. So that's a reflection of our child and who she is.
Absolutely, and I feel like from the perspective of the culture, we have accustomed, and when I say we, I mean us as a collective. I never want you guys to think that I'm speaking to one individual. Us as a collective, for our culture, we have taken such a liking to drama, such a liking to people fighting, specifically parents that are fighting in custody wars and this and all this drama, nasty stuff. And it's like, I feel like, bro, you carry yourself with such a grace. Like, we've never seen that between you and Jhene, but I feel like people wanted that from you and Jhene.
Yeah.
For some reason. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, people wanted you guys to be the headline of a custody war or something. And I
Yeah,
think it's a lot of
yeah.
times just fandom.
Yeah, sometimes.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, just fans wanting something to.
Indeed. And I think
What has that been like?
it's because, shout out Big Sean, man. I think it's because, I'm an artist. He's also an artist.
I think
And, you know when you got two brothers anyway, they versus,
Facts,
you know.
facts.
And for me, when I look at their relationship or when I reflect on, you know, the times or whatever, it's like nothing. He hasn't done anything or shown me anything or any red flags that, you know, would make me feel like I had anything to worry
We're
about.
talking about Big Sean.
Yeah, Big
Okay,
Sean. Yeah.
got you.
And, you know, so it's like, I'm happy for them. I'm happy for that. I'm happy that that is, you know, a part of my reality. That, you know, the mother of my child, she can move on and live her life, and it can be with somebody that works with her, you know. That
That's
it
aligned,
works. You know what I'm
right?
saying?
Yeah,
You know, like, I love to see it. You know what I'm saying? I love to see it for sure. Yeah.
I feel like my brother loves to see it,
Yeah.
and it's like, again, man, it breaks my heart with my culture sometimes. Like,
Yeah,
yo, can we
man.
just have a normal, undrama?
I mean, we in the
break
like I
up?
said,
What's going on?
We in the future, man.
Yeah.
The families is blended. You feel me? The women are doing their thing. They're CEOs. It's not just
Yeah,
like
facts.
the men being
Facts.
the CEOs.
Facts.
The women are doing their thing. They're calling the shots. They're having it their way. And a lot of the men are like, all right, cool, I'm with you. You know.
Yeah, I'm gonna follow you, baby.
Yeah.
I'm
You
gonna follow
know, and that, you feel me?
Yeah.
And it's like, hey, man, you know, yeah.
Yeah, more power to him, brother.
Yeah, indeed.
Hey, we're right here, man. We're having a great fucking episode. Jasper's in the building. Danny's
Let's
in the
go.
building.
Let's
Patty's in
go.
the building. Our brother's in the building. Orion's in the fucking building. You got to understand real quick, man. I got to shout out the sponsor. Why? Because it's necessary. Why? Because
Yo.
they're amazing. Why? Because it's just
Yeah.
required.
And we off that moon
And we
lotto,
off
baby.
that moon motherfucking
Blue Moon.
lotto. Yes,
Okay.
man. Shout out to Blue Moon Meds LA on IG. Blue Moon Meds
Let's go.
LA on IG, providing us with all of our cannabis needs. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Flower, pre-rolls, edibles. I mean, you name it. They even got crumble. They even may say you're a pipe if you're cool enough. You
Man.
have to understand what's going on.
You better know
Hello.
You better know it.
My
I
brother
mean,
Jay
you
in the
s-
building.
You see this
Yes,
one
I
went out. I let it go out.
I be having to
I was
respark
like,
them. And you know what I love the most about these woods is how you can sit them like that when you
I seen. I
yeah,
saw how you did
could
that. I
just
said,
do
"Oh,
that.
you just
you
gonna
could just
sit it
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
that."
You could just sit right there,
That's
boom,
fire, that's
and get
fire,
back
that's
to it.
fire.
You don't need no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
no
yeah.
ashtray to sit it in. No none of
Yeah.
that. But yeah, brother, we're just having a good time, man. We're just
Indeed.
vibing out. Hey, how do you feel about like more? I know you mentioned ayahuasca earlier, but have you ever taken mushrooms? I've taken mushrooms before. Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's that been like for you?
Man, I take mushrooms like every 2 weeks. Yo, listen.
I knew he was gonna say it. I knew it.
Mushrooms. I mean,
Yeah.
second to like my life and reality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Mushrooms is like my biggest teacher. Okay,
Facts.
you feel me? My
Facts.
daughter,
Oh, facts.
she's a
Jesus
teacher, but
Christ.
mushrooms, bro,
Mm.
taught me so much about myself.
Like what, brother?
Oh man, like about my urges. You know, about my my habits, my routines. You know, my past, some of my traumas that I have held on to. Sometimes a shroom trip has been the only thing to kind of get me to step outside of myself and look at these things that I buried under like work or, you know, another habit or another, you know, situation. Shrooms always just like kind of open the curtain for me, man.
Have you ever had a quote unquote bad trip?
Ooh, yes, sir.
Okay, my last one was. Tell me about it, because I've been
Oh
scared
my
ever since. And I
God.
said, I don't want to go back in. Fuck.
So check
What was
this
that like
out.
for you? And I want to share
It's
mine.
crazy. It was about like 5 years ago, man. So it was my one of my good friends. Shout out Sibo, man.
Sibo, what up?
It was Sibo's birthday. He hit me up like 9 a.m. and was like, "Yo, it's my birthday, man. Like, let's do some shrooms and go to Magic Mountain."
Oh, wow.
Right?
Y'all
So-
bugging out already. Hold
Yo.
on, I got to digest
So
that.
I'm
Okay,
like-
what the fuck are we doing that for?
Yeah,
Okay.
9 a.m., right? So
Okay.
I'm like, "Yo, that's lit.
Okay.
I'm ready. Let's go." So he's like, "All right, we should drive one car, cause whatever, cool." I'm like, "All right, cool." He pulls up at this time. My younger cousin, shout out Kimani, Key Fit, what up? Him and his good friend, you know, they were kind of like, you know, staying with me for the summer. You know, like I just kind of overseeing them. They're music artists, so
Okay.
I just was kind of like guiding them and shit. So I'm like, "All right, look, we about to go to Magic Mountain."
Okay.
You feel me? And So we get there, man. No breakfast, nothing. We ain't eating nothing.
Oh, y'all wildin'.
Empty stomach.
Damn, that's how my fucking bad shroom trip happened too, on an empty stomach. Oh,
yeah,
Jesus,
it
those
be
are the
that.
worst.
It be that, right?
Fuck.
So we
I'm like in this moment right now.
We
Hold
at
on,
the
I gotta
bottom.
fuck.
We at the bottom of the fucking of Magic Mountain, bro.
Oh,
Where that
Jesus.
Red Lobster and I think it's a Jack in the
Oh,
Box right
Jesus,
there.
I know just where you at.
So we like, all right, boom, boom. We all take maybe like 3+ grams.
Oh,
bro.
Jesus.
Each it's me, my cousin, his friend, my friend, and his friend. So it's 5 of us, right? Yeah. Me, my cousin, I gotta note this, but me, my cousin, and his friend, we brothers.
Okay.
And then my homie and his friend, my homie's Russian, and then his friend is Filipino, right?
Okay.
Just note that.
Got it.
So we at the bottom of the hill. We go up, boom. We take it, boom. So we park up, boom. So you gotta walk up that fucking hill.
Absolutely. You
that
sweat by the
burgundy
time
brick
you get up
road.
that motherfucker. Yeah,
that
facts.
burgundy brick road
Yes,
on
I
Magic
am.
Mountain. You gotta walk up. And so we walk up. By the time we walk up, it's smacking. It's smacking us.
Ooh.
So when you walk in the park and you take that picture in the beginning.
Yes.
So
Oh,
we take the picture, right? We all like, boom, take the picture.
I have to see this picture.
We
by the way.
all watch the fucking photographer walks away. We sitting there though. We still sitting there like,
Posing?
yeah, full pose like.
What are y'all doing? Oh, niggas
Stuck.
is gone.
We stuck, bro. So we like.
The nigga gone. He not even right there.
No one standing in front of us.
Oh, fuck.
And we like, oh,
It's going to be a long day.
Oh, it's already hit, right? So we walk in, boom. We like, all right, let's try to get on the ride, We walk up, boom, Superman. Oh, we like,
Jesus.
nah, we not getting
Yeah,
on
no,
nothing.
that's too much. Too fast.
We go around the park. Just our luck. It's fucking grad night. It's grad night.
17, 16-year-olds.
It's kids out here,
everywhere, man.
It's kids everywhere, and we like, I'm 30. You
Come
feel me?
on.
The homie 30.
Yeah, what are we doing here?
We looking like we got kicked out
Yeah,
and
that
still
part.
pulled up.
That
It's looking bad for us. So,
and niggas is off shrooms.
bro, we bugging out.
Okay.
So, my homie is like, we tripping, bro. We can't even walk. Like, the ground is moving.
Moving. Yep.
We like, yo. And I'm looking at the homie. I'm looking at the situation. I'm like, hey, we need to split up. Because if we get in trouble,
We're fucked.
we're fucked.
Yeah.
Y'all might be good.
Facts. We're fucked.
We're fucked.
We'll be on TMZ first thing tomorrow
So,
morning. Yeah.
bro, I'm going to find out how we going to get home. Right? we going to split
Wait,
up,
how did
though.
y'all get there? How did y'all get there?
My homie drove.
Okay.
So I'm,
Gotta find out.
and this is crazy because Uber wasn't lit at
Oh,
this
no,
point.
you're not doing it.
So I'm thinking about which shorties I can call in
Hello,
Valencia or
hello.
somebody I can call
Yeah.
out there like, I need you to come get me. So we split up, and my cousin, he starts just passing out, bro, on the floor, just like,
What the
and then popping back up in like 10 seconds. And I'm like,
Hey, yo, we
hey, bro,
bugging out here.
like, hey, if you can, stop doing that. I'm like,
He's
hey,
like,
bro.
dog, I can't control it.
I'm
Nigga, I
like,
just-
hey, bro. So
Oh,
he's just
my
like,
Lord.
boom, he's out of it. So the people at the park, man, they started looking at us like, hey, man, what the hell
Something
y'all,
wrong with these
hell
niggas.
y'all on?
Oh, Jesus.
So we trying to duck off, and they kind of cornered us
Oh,
into the
no.
security booth.
I want to share no eye contact with
yeah,
nobody.
they cornered us into the security booth, and they got my cousin cornered in because he's looking, he's in
looking
distress.
bad. He's bad.
He's looking bad.
He's looking bad.
And they split us up, man. And ambulance, boom. I see ambulance 10 minutes later. I'm like, oh my God, my cousin. So then my auntie starts calling me. Like, hey, you guys all right? And I'm like, yeah, auntie, everything's all right. I'm
Lord.
lying.
Oh, no.
So they take my cousin to the hospital.
Okay.
They print out this Google map of where the hospital is. So
Oh,
they give us,
Jesus.
they're like, all right, this is where we took him, man. This is all we can tell y'all. And we like, what? So I call a taxi. Like I said, Uber wasn't lit at the time. I call a taxi.
Nigga had to call the yellow cab.
Yeah, call a yellow
For
cab.
those that don't know, you had to call a yellow cab before Uber.
Yeah.
That was the only option if
it.
you didn't have a ride. You have to call
Like
a fucking yellow cab.
a real stranger.
Hello.
A real stranger.
No app to track this nigga's
No,
background
no
history,
tracking.
no nothing.
No tracking.
You don't
on
know where this
man.
nigga about to take
No
you.
tracking
You
on
see
this
no
man.
map, nothing.
No.
Okay, just go ahead. So you call a taxi.
Call a taxi, bro.
Okay.
Get in there. Taxi dude acting weird. He acting strange. He asking us questions. Me and my cousin, he asking us questions, bro. I'm like, hey, bro, just be quiet. Like,
Yeah,
get
bro,
us,
we don't
get
wanna
us right
talk.
here, man. It's an emergency. We get to the hospital. We in the emergency room, the waiting room.
Wait, Orion, did you guys eat up to this point yet?
Absolutely not.
Oh my fucking God.
All we had was like a lemon slushie.
This is
bro.
terrible.
And so we in there, and I'm like telling them my cousin's name, and I'm like, hey, we need to like get him out, and they're like, he ain't here. He ain't here. And we like, yes, he is. We got the paper right here. We just came from Magic Mountain. He's here. And
These
they're like,
men are in here
no,
looking
he's
like
not.
some high ass
Oh yeah.
niggas.
Oh, we
Y'all
lit.
looking bad.
We lit. Eyes is bugging.
They
right?
gone.
And like, he's not here. So my phone on 1%, bro.
No.
Phone on 1%, and I'm like, oh shit. I'm looking at his best friend. I'm like, hey, homie, we gonna have to bust back there and get him.
Going back to Magic Mountain?
No, in the
Going in
emergency.
the back of the
in
fucking
ba-
emergency.
In the fucking yeah. So I'm like, hey, you ready? Boom. Right before he said yeah, my cousin called me like, yo, where y'all at? I'm like, man, we in the emergency room. Come outside right now. He's like, all right, I'm coming out. He comes out. He's like, come out here. I don't see y'all. We at the wrong damn hospital. Wrong hospital, bro. Lit. Wrong hospital. We lit. And I'm like, damn. So his best friend calls his stepdad.
Oh
Mind
my
you,
God.
he didn't say it was his stepdad. He said, I'm gonna call my dad.
Okay.
I'm gonna call my dad. He gonna come and get us.
Thinking it's a nigga pops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, cool, man. Maybe this is safe here.
Okay.
So we walk to the front. Boom. See this Asian dude in this Prius. He's like, all right, come on, bro, let's go. And I'm like,
So dad, nigga?
taxi was already weird,
Yeah,
bro.
what we
I ain't
doing,
getting
bro?
it no more
Random
weird.
Asian nigga?
Nah.
What's going on?
He like, come on, bro, what you doing? I'm like, where you going? He like, man, that's my dad right here. I said, oh, my bad, man. My bad. Hey, man, how you doing, sir? Thank you, man.
It's been a long day, sir.
Thank
Forgive
you, man.
me. Yeah, forgive me.
So he picks us up, man. We finally get my cousin, man. And then I had to like talk to my auntie, his best friend's mom, man. I was so embarrassed, man. Cause I here I am. I'm like 30. They're like 22, 21. They
Yeah.
ain't never did
Yeah.
shrooms, none of
Yeah.
that. They bugging out. My cousin in the hospital. He good.
Yeah.
But it's looking
It's
foul.
looking really bad.
It's looking very like what are y'all into?
Okay.
And I'm like, look, auntie, I'm sorry, I miscalculated the whole thing. It's my fault, and that was like by far the worst trip.
That's the absolute worst
It was
trip for me,
lit.
and it wasn't even my trip.
It was
the worst.
lit, but bro, oh my god, so
You couldn't even
embarrassing.
enjoy it.
Couldn't even enjoy it.
Oh, Jesus.
And mind you, let me also note this. By the time I got back home and I'm apologizing to my aunt, it was only like 2:30. It wasn't even 3 o'clock yet.
It's not even the middle of the day, technically.
Yeah. So the fade we
Y'all
went
hella
up
early.
fast. When we came down even
the
faster.
thing is with the shrooms, too, sometimes you think it's gone, and then it comes back.
Woo.
It's like, I said,
It
what the
comes in
fuck?
waves.
Yeah, I thought I was high, and I thought I was sober.
It
No,
comes
this
in
okay,
waves.
it's coming just like that. It's going to go, and it's ready. But, man, oh, God, for those of you who have not taken shrooms, you're never going to realize why I responded that way, because shrooms are not like being high off an edible or there's still some sense of control, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
With an edible, right? There's still some form of awareness with how I'm looking or what facial expression I'm making or some sense.
Yeah.
With shrooms like that, with
Yeah.
nothing on your stomach,
Completely out of control.
you're out of control. How did y'all niggas call the taxi? How did
Yo,
you sit in the taxi?
Looking at
How did
my
you?
phone,
Jesus
was
Christ.
just like,
Doesn't the phone feel uncomfortable? Why
oh
do you
yeah,
think that is?
super uncomfortable.
It makes my fucking heartbeat and my
Yeah, I know-
anxiety go when I
like,
look at my
oh,
phone
no.
off shrooms.
No phone. Yeah.
I think it's something to do with our programming with being with these digital shit. Why they want us around all this shit. All
Yeah,
this
and the
fucking
shrooms,
5G
they're
and
from
shit.
the earth.
Yeah.
Shrooms is probably the oldest
It enhances your
drugs
senses.
you can do.
Mm.
It's probably the oldest, most natural, most organic, trip you can go on.
Right.
Because, weed is,
No, you're right, actually.
weed is,
Very tampered with.
yeah, it's always changing, depending on who grows it, how it's
Right,
cured. There's
right.
so many aspects to it.
Right.
But that shroom, though,
Oh.
the teacher. That's what I call it.
The
The teacher.
teacher.
And taught me everything.
Hey, O'Ryan, I went on my last shroom trip. This is probably like 2 months ago, brother. No fucking lie, brother. It was the worst trip I've ever had. And mind you, I've only
You gotta tell me.
I've only done mushroom. And you know what? Pally Plug equipped me with these shrooms. My good brother, right there in the yellow.
Nice.
He's awesome. He equipped me with these.
Nice.
And he said, Q, you're going to have a great time. And I said, no problem. Yes, sir, I will.
Ooh.
Just another day. I'm taking shrooms again. So I don't know what it was, but it was a Friday night that I had got off work from Blue Moon. So it was a Saturday morning.
How much did you take?
Bro, I took one strand, like one stem, and then one clove.
Cap?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
took one, and it was probably like this big, dog.
Ooh.
I took it.
Was it blue? Like, did it have like
yeah,
little
purple and blue and all that shit.
When it got that
crazy.
blue on there?
Yeah, it was blue, purple, all
yeah.
type of shit. Green, I saw some shit.
When it got that iridescent
Oh,
glow?
Lordy, and I had
That's
no
gonna
idea.
tell you something.
And I'll never forget the feeling of waking up this morning, O'Ryan, and feeling very happy. Before I took the shrooms, that's why I took them. But I just felt very happy. I go in my fucking living room and I'm like, yo, Alexa, play some cha-cha music or some shit. And I'm just dancing in my shit. I go in my little secret stash. I say, you know what? I'm feeling amazing right now. I'm about to take a little microdose. Mind you, I've been fasting for the last 17 hours.
Oh, nice.
Nothing on my fucking
Fasting
system.
is
I'm not even,
nice.
absolutely, but I'm not even thinking about the fact that I've been fasting. I'm just feeling high on the energy.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great. It's sunny outside. We're about to have a great fucking Saturday.
Yeah.
Bro, I take these fucking shrooms, dog. I take this motherfucking shroom. That motherfucker, just like you just said, it's how I know you ain't lying. That motherfucker hit me faster than if shrooms usually gonna hit you about 35,
30
45.
minutes,
You know what I'm saying?
30,
Tops,
40
30,
minutes.
40
tops,
minutes. This motherfucker hit me about 15 minutes in. Like this.
I'm here.
What up, nigga?
Oh.
I said, oh, shit. Hold on. Is that you? Consciousness? Okay, I didn't know we were here already.
What shit like going?
Bro, I sit on my couch. I sit on my fucking couch in my living room, no lie, and I have this fucking this like plant stand right next to my TV. So I'm looking at the plant stand and it holds like 4 or 5 different plants on there, a few pictures, some Buddha heads. And I'm looking at it and the fucking thing is doing this.
Oh yeah.
The fucking shit is moving.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I look at it and I'm like this, like fucking literally, bro, fucking Ice Cube and Friday, like looking at the dog. Yeah, like
Am I tripping?
I'm literally I'm like, am I fucking bugging? And then my mind was like, no, nigga, that shit's vibrating.
It's crazy, right? How that little bit of natural
It's just vibrating. It's just sitting there doing this.
make your whole senses just like activate differently.
So what did I start
Yeah.
doing? I start panicking.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck! Oh no! There's things moving in my house.
die.
Yeah, I'm about to die. Fuck! I go in my
Oh,
fucking
shit.
bathroom, brother. I go in my bathroom, put water on my face. I'm looking at my face, and I always remember everybody that says, "Yo, when you're having a really good trip on shrooms, do not look in the mirror."
Yeah.
So all of these, for those of you who have not taken shrooms, it's a beautiful thing. Trust me, I'm not bashing it. It's amazing when taken with the right intention. But for me, I had
in
no
company.
intentions at all. I didn't go into it honoring
Oh.
what's possible. I
So you
didn't
just
prepare. I
free
just
falling.
I'm just dancing and taking shrooms at home.
That's nice.
Oh my God, brother. And I fucking start hearing my consciousness, bro.
Loud and
I
clear.
start hearing my consciousness and my thoughts. And it starts to fucking have me tripping out, dog. Like not hearing it's hard to explain. I'm not hearing voices in my head like in the fucking
But you're
movies.
receiving messages though.
Thank you. But it was coming like this. Vroom, 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 vroom. And I'm like, bro, I put my head down. I start getting a headache. I start feeling nauseous. Like I need to throw up a lot. I go in the bathroom. I'm yakking. Nothing's coming out. No water, no nothing. And I'm just yakking. And I'm like, I fucked up.
How can I
I'm
undo it?
fucked up. Yeah, how does it stop? No, fuck. It's gonna be like the
Gotta
next
ride
7
it out.
hours, bro. Fuck, I gotta
You gotta ride
this
it
bitch.
out.
So, bro, me and my girl, bro, we're getting ready to go to the fucking beach. No, the park in Long Beach. We're going to a park in Long Beach. That was our plan for this Saturday. Kids are gone. We're about to go to the park in Long Beach. Bro, I hop in a fucking Jeep. She's driving. I'm sitting in the back seat. Even on my way to the car, the fucking floor outside is fucking doing this. I'm like, I'm bugging the fuck out, dog.
How am I gonna do
Dog,
this?
I can't do this.
Everything's
God, help
melting.
me. What is happening to the world in front
Yeah.
of me? The fucking buildings are. I'm like, okay, we got to get this shit together. I've been really high off weed before, and I think I can handle this.
Right.
It's nothing like it.
Nothing.
Nothing like it. You can't handle it.
Different level of
It's not. Yeah,
consciousness.
it's not the same.
No.
And I get in a fucking Jeep Orion, brother. She starts driving, and while she's driving, I'm sitting behind her while she's driving. I'm sitting in the back seat because I need some air. I'm fucked
Yeah.
up. I'm like, yo, this shit is like got me all tripping out. She gets on a fucking freeway, dog, on the way to Long Beach, and I'm looking outside, and it feels like this shit, bro. No fucking lie to you guys. It feels like the fucking like she's going 250,000 miles per hour. I look outside and everything is just, and I'm like, holy
Hearing things, seeing
bro,
things,
it's-
colors.
my fucking senses are like super enhanced. And
Yeah.
I keep thinking to myself, I've taken more shrooms than this before. I've been fine.
That's what's crazy about shrooms. You can take a little sometimes, or you can take a lot. But depending on the strain, depending on where you're at, that shit can take you.
Oh my God. Absolutely. And you know what? I love it
Yeah.
to an extent, but I've not taken shrooms since then. I've not taken any shrooms since then, my brother.
Well, I do this shroom retreat.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah,
Can you pass that lighter while you speak of it?
Indeed, I do the shroom retreat once a month.
Okay. Oh, that sounds
It's
fun.
it's in the
Jasper, you're coming.
mountains.
Shroom retreat. Everyone in here is
It's
coming.
in the mountains.
It's in the mountains.
Topanga Canyon.
Yeah.
And it's very chill. You know what I mean. Chef is there to make
Beautiful.
pranic foods.
Awesome.
Pranic food meaning like no meat,
Mm.
all electric foods. Some of it they don't cook with the fire.
Awesome.
But it gives you energy though. You know what I mean? You eat it and you don't feel sluggish, you know what I mean? But we do that. We got a sauna up there and we just shroom, bro, and we just like love each other, break down the trauma, interface, One thing I've learned about my trips is like my only duty in this life is like to feel good. That's my responsibility. To feel good about what I'm doing, the life I'm living, life I'm leading. That's my duty. And if I gotta whatever routine I gotta bust down to do that, I gotta feel good about it.
What's more important
Yeah.
than your life's mission? What's more important than your purpose here?
Indeed.
Nothing, and I say that with love to everything. But there's nothing more important than us coming down here in this human experience and obtaining what we were supposed to obtain here,
Indeed.
evolving to the levels in which we were supposed to evolve here. And
Indeed.
I'm seeing a lot of people just like wasting our lives out here. You know what I mean? Just letting shit go by with no intention, no sense of direction, Orion. A lot of our people are hurting and dying and not even realizing they are, stuck in their ways, believing that only their perspective is the answer and everyone else not taking accountability, the whole nine.
Yeah.
Right? And it breaks my absolute fucking heart. But I want to switch gears again just because I'm driving a sports car. Let's just be clear. Just like on this room trip. Hello.
Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
So, look, brother. I'm sitting here thinking. I say, this guy Orion is a fucking rock star. I say, this brother is a fucking rock star. I'm talking, like while I'm talking to you, my voice inside is saying, you're talking to a rock star. This man right here is a living, breathing, human, spiritual fucking rock star. I'm speaking to you right now.
Indeed.
So I just say, I say to that as I drop the
Ashe.
blunt. as I say that, but I'm sitting here thinking, this guy has some amazing fucking tour stories.
Oh my
You have some shit.
Yeah.
You have some amazing,
Yeah.
incredible, unbelievable
God.
fucking tour stories.
Oh man.
Because let me just be very clear before you got to go into these stories. But this guy's, this brother right here, he's a sex symbol. There's no secret.
Indeed.
He's on his Instagram eating
yes.
motherfucking watermelon.
Oh yes, watermelon.
He's making the ladies go
Watermelon
crazy.
man, baby.
He's making the.
yes.
I'm seeing ladies in his every post he make. He could post his finger. They posting their address. I say that there's no joke in these comments.
Yeah,
It's no
they don't
joke.
play, man.
Your fans are not a game.
They don't
They're
play
here
about
to stay. They're not here to play with you. So I just want to say, man, how do you deal with all the ladies, brother? And what is your current status right now for the ladies out there?
Well,
May have someone on here that's interested.
Well, I am single, not taken, but I am single-handedly
Yeah.
living my life.
Yeah.
My family is very important to me, and very like day to day, for me. So a lot of the times, I only have times to play. I only have times when I have free time. I only have time to play. So,
And
I
the
have
man said he only got time to play.
You
Can they
know what I'm
digest
saying?
what's going on?
you know what I mean?
Just gotta play, baby. That's it.
There are a lot of women, at my disposal that, make themselves available to have a good time, man. So, I just enjoy that, because for me, it's like, I know I'm a lover. I know I'm a lover, and I know I love out loud.
Mm-hmm.
So I really don't want to put one person so responsible to receiving all this love, all this experience,
you.
all of this, like, everything I got going on.
I understand that.
I would hate to put someone up to it and they couldn't handle it. And then they feel slighted, or I don't know how that would feel.
Absolutely.
But I'm not interested in doing that. Right now I feel enough love from, my fans, the people who support me, and my family. Like, that's enough for me. Like, my daughter, you feel me? Like, her mom, I got enough love.
Yeah.
When I think about it, you know what I'm saying? The love is abundant, So
What would one of these ladies have to do to get a shot, man? They want to know. They want to know this.
They gotta have that. They gotta have that jumper, baby.
Yeah.
They gotta have confidence. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They gotta be able to shoot their shot. Because let's be honest, in the last 15, 20 years, women have come up in this world.
Yeah, for sure.
They CEOs.
They're bosses.
They bosses.
Yeah,
You feel me?
they're not playing.
They living the life they want to live.
Yeah, absolutely.
So a lot of the times, ladies, if you want something, you gotta ask for it. You know what I'm
asking
saying?
you shall receive.
Yeah,
So it's in the word, they say.
Yeah, So I'm never opposed to a woman shooting her shot. If she got a good jumper, you got to have a good jumper.
You got to have a wet one.
Don't be trying to hit me with no air ball and hit me in the head.
Big
'cause
clank.
You ain't got
yeah,
no shot.
You got to have your shot together.
But I'm just focusing on my career. You know what I'm saying?
I
Just
feel
DJing, and like I said, my family. It's like half family time, half DJing, doing creative time.
I hear that, brother. I hear that. But hey, I hear that. But they want to know this. They want to know, and King Q wants to know as well. How many of you had at one time, my brother? Hello.
Lord have mercy.
Yes, I am.
All right, man. This was
How
by
many has my man
surprise.
taken at one
This
time?
was
It was
by
a long
surprise.
night. He's a rock star.
But it was 3 at once.
Ladies, listen.
It was 3 at once by surprise. I didn't plan it. It just so happened, they were all together. They were all friends.
Okay.
And, they thought I had more friends with me. And I said, sorry, ladies, all my friends are asleep. But I'm up.
They're water walking the next room, by the way.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Sorry. I can't.
Had to take that one for the team.
Had to get that one for the team.
But yeah, man, 3 at once, man. It was an experience.
What was that like, brother? It was awesome, huh?
It was an experience, my brother.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, a lot of the greatest things that have happened in my life, I didn't plan it.
Come on.
That was one of them.
Hello.
That was one of
Hello.
the things. I didn't plan that.
Hello.
I didn't like, hit them up and be like, oh, hey,
Let's get a
come
quick
through.
little foursome going on.
Like,
nothing.
no.
Okay.
It was like they plotted on me. I agreed.
Okay.
And enjoyed myself.
Hello.
Yes,
You have to understand what's going on.
Sir.
Now, I want to hear a tour story. I want to hear your craziest fucking Orion tour story. This happened on tour. You was like, yo, when this shit happened, it was like, yo, what the fuck happened last? We really did that shit? Like, what was that?
So, I'll say, man, my very first tour, Scream tour, man. I'm rooming with my best friend. What up, Joe? Shout out, Joe.
What up, Joe?
And we're the show has the tour hasn't started yet, and we're at this hotel for like a week before the first show.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 days in, man, we're kind of familiar with like the hotel workers and stuff like that. They're like being cool and stuff like that.
Right.
And day before the show, man, one of the ladies, came in my room and was like,
Well, she didn't come in your room. You had to let her in, my brother.
well,
When you peek through the peephole.
I definitely let her in.
Hello.
I
Yes,
said, she hit me in the lobby like, oh yeah, like, are you in room so and so?
Little baddie.
And I said, yeah,
I am over
and
there.
she was grown too. At the time, I was young. You feel me? So I was like, this is my first tour. I never had an experience out of town with a woman. So I was like, yeah, I'm in room so and so. Right? So, like I told you, I'm rooming with my best friend, and I never gone through this, so I'm like, hey, just like duck off in the closet, you feel me? Like,
You trying to hide her?
yeah, I'm trying to hide him. I'm trying to hide the homie.
Oh, got you hiding the homie. Got you.
Hide in the
you.
closet, you feel me?
Don't
It's
move.
lit,
Yeah.
you feel
It's
me?
about to go up.
The hotel worker is lit, right?
Yes, I am.
So she comes through. Boom. She's like, boom. Hugging on me. Boom. She takes off her clothes or whatever. Boom. And so we start kissing and all that. We go to bed and she catches the homie. Like, she catches the homie.
Peeking
looking
through the.
She like,
No.
who is that?
Hey, yo.
And mind you, my best friend is Asian.
Hey, yo.
So-
who this
it's like-
who this random Asian nigga in here?
It's random to her. It's very random to her.
That part.
She's like, who the fuck is that? And I'm like, I can't even explain myself, bro. I'm like, she's like, starts putting on her clothes.
No.
Man. And that was like the first L I took on the road.
No.
Like,
Oh, the homie just
like,
took
you
a big.
wasn't supposed to let us.
What are you doing? I don't even know we homies anymore. What are you doing? You had one job. Stay in the closet.
So from that day forward, man, I never tried that again. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna keep my affairs to myself.
That part, brother.
Keep my
Hey,
affairs
man,
to myself.
let me ask you this, brother. It's a lot of people that I'm sitting here thinking about. Kevin Gates is one of them.
Yeah.
Kevin Gates. I love this brother. And
Sir.
I think about this dude, and I'm like, man, another like I was telling you about you and your brother earlier about how you guys have really allowed us to be able to see you guys' growth, right?
Yeah,
and
yeah.
we've been able to grow with you guys. And I think, I don't know why, but Kevin Gates just came to my mind.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
like,
he's
man,
lit.
this dude is like, he puts it all out there.
Yeah, in real time.
Yeah.
In real time, yeah.
And I love that brother. I'm going to sit down with him one
Yeah.
day as well by the grace of Almighty God.
Indeed.
But I'm sitting here and I'm thinking to myself, it's not too many individuals like that remind me of you and remind me of myself that has the courage to be able to be fully, quote unquote, naked in front of society.
Yeah.
A society to where
Yeah.
you get thrown darts with every little thing you say, do, think, post. I mean, you name it. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like when I look at you and your brother, you guys really epitomize that for me. Like, you guys define that as like two brothers, first of all, two brothers that stand on who they are fully.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Not just this side, not just that, but no, you guys really engulf, honest to God, brother, you guys really do a great job at embodying who you are and authenticity. Who do you attest that to? Where did that come from with you guys being so
Man.
comfortable with expressing that publicly?
I would say, my mom and my nana, all the women that raised us, man, we grew up in the lady tribe. You feel me?
Same,
Like,
same, brother.
you feel me?
Yeah,
Like
all
nothing but
ladies.
women. Yeah.
Yep.
So,
That never complained, by the way. Hello. Strong black women that never,
Oh,
ever,
man.
ever
it's-
complained.
And it's crazy, when you realize that when you become an adult. And yeah, it was just like my mom, my brother and I, we have different fathers. And
Really? You
yeah,
and Omarion?
Yeah.
How's that possible?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
That's not possible.
So-
Hold on, I have to digest that. Just like reading a fucking book, one page. I can't just go past that. What the fuck? Hold on, you guys have different fathers?
We have different fathers.
I don't think anyone's known that.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know.
Yo, bro, you guys legitimately like twins. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Proceed.
So we have different fathers, but my mom never we never called each other stepbrothers or she never separated us. Like wherever he was going with his friends, she was like, all right, well, if your brother can't go, you can't go. So he's always bringing me along. Our relationship has always been that. Because our mom set the standard for us. Like, hey, y'all got to be locked in.
Right.
Period.
Right.
And we are like so close.
Right.
Like when it comes to absolutely everything in our life, in my life, in his life, we check in with each other all the time. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because it just gets greater as we get older. And as we have children now, and not having our fathers like in our lives, and just kind of learning from each other. Me and my brother basically taught each other everything. We taught each other, when it comes to being like a man and, learning things.
Taught each other as you guys
yeah,
grown together.
like, oh, my
That's
brother's
powerful.
showing me this, I'm showing him that, and we just always kept that, and we still do that to this day.
That's
So,
fire.
my mom and my nana and my aunties, man, they had everything to do with that. Never any jealousy, or we never fought or had any.
I've never fought with
crazy
my big brother either.
Yeah,
Ever,
never
not one
crazy falling outs or no
Yeah.
crazy shit like that. We have disagreements because we have different perspectives, but that's about it.
Right.
You know what I
right,
mean?
Right.
That's about it. But we understand that too. So we respect that about each other. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I think this. Well, I feel like this. And it's like, oh, okay, cool. That's what's up.
What do you think about? And I love that, by the way, brother. I'm sitting here thinking. I say, what do you think about this idea of talking to ancestors?
Oh, yeah.
You see how I just shifted gears and didn't tell you I was shifting gears?
I love first and
What do you
foremost.
think about this?
Shout out to ancestors. You know what I'm saying?
for
Ashe.
sure. Ashe.
It's like we wouldn't be here without them.
Absolutely.
And for me, when I would say it when I was young, my nana and my mom, it was always an altar in the house. So I always knew what it looked like.
What did the altar represent for you guys? growing up?
Just paying homage, honoring those that aren't with us anymore. A photo, a candle, some water, sage,
Maybe some fruit, perhaps.
Yeah, all of those things. I remember seeing that growing up, but when I got older and I started to build my own, I started to really activate. Like, oh, okay, I have some ancestors on my side that I never even met, that I could give it up to, and they can come through and pull up on me.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
100%.
If I just create a space for them, and that's what an altar is. You know what I mean? A lot of ladies that have come through, come to my space, and they've asked me like, oh, what is that? And I'm like, oh, you don't have one? You don't have one of these?
It's like a shoe rack.
Yeah.
Like everyone should have one.
What? You don't have one of these? Didn't
Yeah.
What's the last relative you had that passed away? Oh yeah, you need to put a picture
how do you
up.
honor them?
Put up, their
Create a space
favorite,
for them.
their
Yeah.
favorite things, or drink or meal or whatever. And you need to let them know,
Absolutely.
why they on the other side and you on this side. Like, hey, we still saying your name.
Yeah.
We still loving you.
Yeah.
And if you could do anything on the other side, you can give me a little pass.
I'm here,
you feel me?
baby. I'm here. I'm here
Give me
to
that pass.
receive. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I use my altar a lot of times. And to be honest, man, I haven't done consistent altar work in probably I would say going on a year. But I have my altar at home. I have my ancestors on it. I have a segment of my altar that's dedicated to my ancestors, and the other one is dedicated to manifestations.
Nice.
Right, so I'll write letters to myself. I'll,
Nice.
things of that nature.
Nice.
But for me, I'm big on it, brother, and it's one of the first things that allowed me to be able to connect with my grandmother, which is my mom's mom, but she died when my mom was 14 years old.
Oh, wow.
So I obviously never had the chance to meet her. But around this time, brother, I'll share this story with you real quick. Around this time, when I first got put onto altar work through way of a workshop that I was doing at the time, it's like 2020 when I first started to practice altar work consistently.
Okay.
I created a workshop group on Clubhouse called The Art of Self-Love with my good sister Nardi. Shout out to Nardi. And we created this group, and we started to create this this community of people on Clubhouse, and we would start to hold every Saturday workshops, virtual workshops. That was in the middle of the pandemic and things of that nature.
Dope.
So we did virtual workshops, and my homegirl Nardi, she did a segment one day on her facilitation that was on altars. And she, showed people how to set it up, told people what the importance of it is, and it just sucked me in.
Wow.
And with me had already at that point having my grandmother on my heart a lot, I just had a passing thought that maybe this is her
speaking to
telling
you.
me to communicate with her through this way. So I built an altar. I brought her pictures in. I went to actually go print her pictures out.
Nice.
I had my auntie, my TT Dawn, the one who sent me the pictures, just passed away this past November. She transitioned. But she sent me the pictures of my grandmother, and I went to go print them out, put them in a frame, put them on my altar. Boom. Tapping in with her. I write her a letter, sage it all out, tell her, do my whole practice. What's understood ain't never got to be said. I do my whole practice, Orion.
Yes, sir.
Sit the letter there, everything.
Woo.
And I'm doing a meditation in front of the altar one day, speaking to my grandmother, and I tell her I want to connect with her. I want to engage with you. I want to know that you hear what I'm saying at this altar. I want affirmation and confirmation through you. And so I asked her to tap into me, and the first two things that popped up in my head was an orange butterfly and the numbers 555. So I went with that, and I wrote it down.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I went with that, bro, and wrote it down, and boom, I told her, okay, within the next 3 days, if you can show me through way of an orange butterfly, which I don't see every day, and the numbers 555, which to me, in that moment that it came to me, it represented her 5 children. She has 5 kids. So, and then boom, 555. So, bro, fast forward real quick, so I'm not too long-winded. On day 3, on the 3rd day, dog, my boy at the time, Jameson, he picked me up from my house to go do a workout with my boy Cedric at Beastie Academy Gym in Manhattan Beach. He comes to pick me up to go do a workout. We go do the workout. Mind you, this is the 3rd day. I'm not even thinking about what I just asked for 3 days ago at my altar. So, boom, we at the shit, bro. Workout. After that, we have to go to my mom's crib. We go to my mom's house, bro. No fucking lie, dog. We sitting in front of my mom's house. My mom has a bunch of color. My mom looks like the type of house that you pull up to, and she has 15 cats in that motherfucker, but she don't. But it's just fucking spinning circle wheels and colors and
Chimes
shit, all type of shit.
Yeah.
You see, and it's just what is all this shit? Shingles all over the place.
Right.
Yeah,
Swinging chairs.
There we go. Just random objects in the front yard that's
little
colorful.
gnomes and shit.
There we go. There we go. That's mom's. That's mom's. That's
Yeah,
mom's.
gotta love it.
So, man, we sitting in the front of her house, and bro, no lie, I'm sitting in front of her house. I'm in the passenger seat. Jameson is in the driver's seat. I look to my mom's front door, and it is the biggest fucking orange butterfly I have ever in my entire life, till this day, have ever seen in my life. This motherfucker's this fucking big, dog.
Whoa.
And it's flying by my mother's front door, right past my mom's front door, a big-ass orange butterfly. I look at Jameson. Jameson says, like this. Jameson says, hey, bro, look at my, not temperature gauge. Your mileage gauge. Hey, bro, look at my mileage gauge. It's at 555.
Wow.
Excuse me.
Clink, clink.
Like that.
Wow.
Like that. Happens at my mother's house.
Wow.
For full affirmation. Yeah, I'm going to show you. I heard you last night. Well, 3 days ago. And I'm going to pull up at my daughter's house just to make sure you know. I heard everything you said. I heard everything you said, Q.
Yeah.
I got your letter.
Woo.
And that gives me chills because it's
Received.
Oh, I see why they tried to demonize this when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, I see why they try to spookify all this shit. Try to make it seem like it's scary and it's talking to ghosts or, oh, I see. They don't want us to tap in.
Exactly.
They don't want us to tap in with the other side because guess what? They provide guidance. They provide protection. They provide all that, bro. Wisdom, all that.
And, you know, I'm going to say this. You know, ghosts only mess with certain people.
Excuse me.
Because like you said, we speak to the ancestors.
I don't know what the hell y'all talking to.
Ghosts mess with certain people.
Yeah, facts.
And they not pulling up on us.
That part.
Because karmically, there's nothing. There's nothing there.
There's nothing that
you know, we're avenging at this point.
Absolutely.
Ain't no ghost in the past.
No, sir. No, haunting us.
No.
Ain't it crazy how only, no disrespect, we love all people.
Yeah.
But no disrespect, it's just a fact.
Yeah.
You ain't never seen a black family horror movie about shit moving around in the house? Ever.
It's not going to happen.
And the only time we seen that, it was in a comedy with the fucking Wayans brothers called Scary Movie.
Scary Movie.
It's the only time we've ever seen that shit.
Yeah.
We don't play that shit in our house. The second some shit move one time, we get to praying.
Yeah.
We get to airing the house out,
and
open the windows.
And then we get to the answers.
Hello.
We get to the answers.
Hello.
You know, like, oh, okay, that's so-and-so pulling up.
Facts. There we go.
You know?
There we go.
We get to the answers.
There we go. Hey, man, one thing I love about you, brother, is your fucking lives, bro. You be vibing.
Big vibes on
bro,
the live.
when I tell you this man
Worldwide vibes.
needs a fucking Instagram live fucking award winner for year after year after year.
You,
if you have not tapped in with Orion's lives, when he goes live, you go live.
You gotta tap in
and understand what the fuck I'm talking about. This man is usually in a nice secluded room.
Oh yeah.
Perhaps some soft tunes or even some groovy tunes playing in the background.
Yeah.
A nice backdrop every time.
Oh yeah.
Every time.
Nice
God's to have the
if
backdrop.
we're not in nature, we in the nice
there
cave.
we go. We in a
feel me?
nice cave.
Yeah.
He got the backdrop. He's got the groovy shit going on.
Yeah.
He's smoking.
Got the lights
great,
going up.
Great weed.
Ooh,
he's smoking.
Smoking
he's
up with you.
blowing big ones.
Oh yeah. Virtual.
And he's just vibing out.
Yeah. Virtual vibrations.
When did you start doing this?
Yo,
when
man,
did this start?
It was honestly, man, it was the pandemic, bro. Like when it first started, we were on the second Millennium Tour. And I think we were in like North Carolina or something. And I remember them telling us like, y'all can leave y'all stuff. Like y'all be back in 2 weeks. I left all my shit.
Come on.
I left all my drip.
Shit right
I left
there.
everything
Yeah.
on the tour bus. I should have brought it home.
Hello.
But got home. It was like, all right, tour shut down. We're going to see what this coronavirus is.
Come on.
You know what I mean? I'm like,
I remember when that happened too.
I'm like, I done lined up so many gigs.
Come on.
So many
It's a big
appearances, all this stuff, man. And I was just so confused. And but we had like 5 shows before it happened. So when I got home, I was like, man, I'm gonna just go live because I was craving that feeling. Like there's
interaction,
a
right?
Yeah, there's a certain feeling like someone like me, because I was opening like when the doors open, I'm DJing until the first act. So, you know, I'm there when it's just the workers in there. And then I'm also there when it starts to fill up.
Okay.
And then people get in their seat and they like, all right, we ready for the show.
Okay.
You know, so I see and I feel the energy just kind of rising, and I was missing that. I was really like craving that. And I was like, man, let me go live. Fuck it.
Why not?
And
people start doing concerts on live.
Yeah.
Tory Lanez blew up with that fucking.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the fuck it was called. Most entertaining shit I ever seen.
Yeah.
All type of niggas. The fucking verses came from lives.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, all that shit was popping back then, and people were at home craving for something. I remember during the pandemic, like being at home, like nigga, we need some type of entertainment. We can't go outside. We can't do shit, and people capitalized off that. And I wish I would have capitalized more off of it. But I started to do virtual Instagram live interviews, which was great because you get the immediate cross promotion with interaction of people. But yeah, it was cool. I like this more than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, real time, bro. Like podcasting has been just that for me. It's been just really a safe haven for me.
Yeah, man.
You
I've
know
been
what I'm
seeing
saying?
you've been going up,
Thank
man.
you,
I
bro.
mean,
Thank you.
the place is nice,
Thank you,
man.
brother.
You know,
Thank
last
you.
time I tuned in, you know, it wasn't here.
Little room, just a small
Yeah,
little
I mean,
space.
you know what I'm
Couldn't
saying? I'm
move in
like,
that
damn, I
motherfucker.
should have called somebody to come room with me. More room than a little bit. Yes, sir.
Yes, I am, man. And hey, on that note, shout out Blue Moon Hookah Lounge. That's where
Oh,
we
yeah.
at.
Blue Moon Hookah Lounge,
Blue
yeah.
Moon Hookah Lounge is where we at. We're smoking that good old Blue
yeah.
Moon Meds right now.
yeah.
Make sure you follow Blue Moon Meds LA. Make sure
Indeed.
you follow Blue Moon Hookah Lounge on IG.
Indeed.
Man, I'll tell you one thing right now, Orion. I'm just in true gratitude in this moment, my brother. I'm in true
Likewise,
gratitude,
man.
brother. For real, man.
Likewise, man.
Like you don't
Witnessing the journey.
Absolutely, brother.
Likewise,
It's an
bro.
honor to have saw you and to meet you and to connect with you
Yeah.
along my path here on this
Yeah.
planet. And I'm truly grateful, bro. And I'm sitting here just in true gratitude of just, I sit with a lot of people, right? And a lot of people are genuine. A
Indeed.
lot of people are awesome. A lot of people are beautiful. But there's also some people that are very stuck in a character.
Yeah.
Very stuck in an image of what
Yeah.
they've been given opposed to what they've actually evolved into.
Yeah.
And so when I sit with my brother, it's just, it's reflections, bro.
Yeah.
Very humbling reflections of just
Indeed.
like, it's okay to be yourself.
Yeah.
It's okay to just be you. It's okay to do it your way. It's okay to be able to say, fuck it.
Indeed.
Whoever fuck with it. Whoever
Yeah.
don't. And it's no love lost. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful to be in a space where we can just exude this energy, my brother,
Indeed,
and to
man.
just be here.
Man, thanks
but
for having me, man.
hey, absolutely, brother. But on that note, man, I want to talk about something real quick just before we get out of here that I
Yeah.
got to talk to everybody about because
Yeah.
it's be coming to me quick, like
Yeah.
I told you, my brother. But that's this idea of shared consciousness. This idea. Have you ever seen the movie Doctor Strange?
Yeah.
Into the Metaverse.
Yeah. I went
I
to
just
the premiere.
saw that motherfucking
I went to the
movie.
premiere.
What did you think of that movie, first of all? What did you think of that? I think they gave away
It
a
was-
whole lot of fucking answers. Okay?
It was very enlightening.
Oh,
If you know how to watch movies with
Yeah.
the right lens,
yes.
you know,
Yes.
it was a lot of cheat codes in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
And they revealed a lot.
Openly. They didn't try to hide
Very
it.
open.
They
I was
verbally
like,
said what this
wow.
reality is.
Yo, I'm like,
Very
wow,
clear,
this
yeah.
is very blunt
Yeah.
and forward.
Yeah.
I appreciated it.
Yeah, bro. I'll be just sitting back even before I saw that movie. I don't know, bro. Like I just be sitting in like I'll be on a fucking sidewalk or driving or walking or in a grocery store, and I'll look at people like they're characters, like these little walking little fucking things that's
Yeah.
just going around with no consciousness of anything. They're just like
Yep.
it's like a Sims game.
Oh, yeah.
It's like playing fucking Grand Theft Auto Live. You just
Oh,
see
yeah.
little people, little like I
GTA
don't know,
for
bro.
real.
This shit is fucking. It be
Yeah.
fucking with me, dog. And I'm like,
Makes you wonder.
what? Yeah, it makes you wonder, like, what the fuck?
Like, who's programming this
Who's?
shit?
Yeah, what is this? And then you
What
go on
is
an
this?
airplane and you see all the cities are structured like
Yo.
fucking motherboards in a computer or some shit. Isn't
Yo,
that insane?
Whenever I'm on an airplane, bro, I always, if I'm on a night flight, look up. People
oh,
be
look
going
up.
to sleep, open your window, and fucking look up at the stars.
I've never done that. I'm always looking at the
Oh.
fucking city, like, oh, fucking stars right there.
Look up, bro. Shooting stars, all kind of shit.
All kind of shit.
All kind of shit. And it's just like, it's crazy. Every time I get on the plane, I just be like, man, what kind of technology is this shit, man? Like, this shit is not supposed to be happening.
What is going on?
So relaxed.
Bro, it doesn't even feel like I'm in the sky.
I'm going from here to here. This is weird.
Yeah, this is very weird.
is weird.
This is not normal for a big piece of machinery to just be floating through the fucking sky. What's going on?
I'm still
Everybody like this with fucking things on their
I
eyes
mean,
or on a
chilling.
laptop, just
ordering
chilling.
food and drinking
Nigga,
wine. I'm like,
During turbulence.
I'm like, y'all ain't trying to see no aliens.
Ain't
about
nobody-
this mother- I'm trying to look out the window and see something, man. You know, because I'm like, we up in the air. This is
I am.
crazy.
Yes, I am, man.
How did we figure this out?
Hilarious. And it leads me to like other civilizations that have built shit, bro, that we still can't figure out. At least they say they can't
Yeah.
figure out.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
even that I don't be believing. But
Yeah.
like you telling me, nigga, with all the fucking technology and shit y'all have stolen over the years, that we don't have no idea how they built these pyramids and what they built them for.
Man.
We have no idea. You know exactly what the fuck
they
is
know.
going on,
They
man.
ain't trying to let
They
people
know what's going on,
They ain't
bruh.
nobody, because human beings these days, they gonna hit you with the remix.
Facts.
They gonna be like, oh yeah, that's what they was doing. Okay, let me put something else on there.
Yeah.
We'll bring it back.
Facts.
So
Facts.
Yeah, they for
Facts.
sure don't want to reveal how
Absolutely.
how we got the power.
Hey, if you can, and let me just be very clear right now. Let me take a shot before this, actually, because this is a heavy one. This is going to be a great question. And the people want to know, Ryan, so don't hold back on your brother.
Okay.
Don't hold back on the people.
Talk to me.
Let me ask my brother this. Give me your list, Orion's list of top five celebrities, if they were single, dead or alive, that he would love to date.
Lord of mercy.
Top 5 dead or alive
Damn. Okay.
ladies that Orion would love to date. Wow.
Damn.
That's heavy.
That's heavy.
It's heavy.
Okay, so 5 in no particular order though, because I'm willing to receive, baby. I'm willing. I could come across some of these ladies. My chances are not slim. They a little thick.
Hello.
Chances are thick. You feel me? But
Yes, sir.
I would say, me being 35, you feel me? Like, I have been able to experience some grown women.
Yeah, absolutely.
And she's still alive, but I'm gonna just say this is in no disrespect because I respect her husband and her marriage.
Hello.
But if I was like in her era,
Okay.
I would have got that Angela Bassett.
That Angela Bassett. Come on.
I would have got that Angela.
Okay.
I would have got that Pam Grier.
Okay.
You feel me? I'm going old school.
Yeah.
Who else? That's 2.
That's
Let me
2.
see who else. I mean, I don't want to go too back, but
ain't not one of these modern ones out here. You don't want none of these modern ones.
For
number 3
number 3
or 4 maybe or 5.
Honestly, Saweetie.
Okay.
Saweetie.
Now we talking.
Saweetie is like, I like the freedom.
Okay.
She seems to like display.
She reminds me a lot of Doja Cat in regards to the spirit, right?
Yeah, just free, like I'm me, and men like myself, we love to see it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ain't trying to hold you down, baby.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Be free.
Hey, have you read the book The Way of the Superior Man, real quick?
No.
Oh, I gotta give you that one. I'm gonna give you that one. Okay, that's number 3. Number 3 is Sweetie. I'm gonna give you that book. Sweetie.
And
then give me 2 more.
Let me see.
They're watching. They're gonna watch this. Orion. Sweetie's gonna see this.
Putting
I'm
myself
telling you right now.
on blast.
Sweetie's gonna see this right now.
Who else, man? Let me see. I might gotta look at my phone.
Hello, Google's available.
Cause I don't know.
Hey, listen. The man's Google is open.
I don't know.
Oh, Lori Harvey is single now. She just.
Oh, she is.
Yeah, they just broke up. They say yesterday. I just
Miss
saw
Harvey.
her.
Miss Lori. Hey, what's crazy, man?
Yes,
I seen Lori Harvey like 2 weeks ago.
Okay, what was that like?
Well, it was kind of like in passing. We were like passing each other, so I didn't want to invade.
I feel you.
I'm not.
She was walking fast.
Yeah, it's like.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to be that guy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
but
sir.
okay, well, we throw Lori
Throw
in
Lori
the mix.
in there. Yeah, throw her in there.
We throw Lori in the mix.
Number 5 got to be special. It's the
number
last
5,
one.
I would say it got to be. Hold on.
The homie pulling the whole phone out. Jay, he's not playing. This man is gonna get this motherfucking answer. He has his eye on one of them. I'm about to see what's going on. The homie done pulled his phone out right now. This man though.
Okay.
We may have to give him our Jeopardy music right here, like we did Ray. She's out there somewhere. She's out there.
Okay.
She's waiting.
Okay. I'm gonna have to say Miss Puerto Rico.
Miss Puerto Rico.
Miss Puerto Rico.
What's her name? I ain't never heard of this Miss Puerto Rico.
Natalia Rivera.
Okay.
You feel me?
The homie got the eye of the tiger too. He's not playing with
Natalia
you.
Rivera.
He's not playing with you, Natalia
know,
Rivera.
I feel like, someone like me, man, I need somebody to match my energy.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And, one of them island gals,
Yes, sir.
you feel me?
Yes, sir.
They gonna match my energy.
Hello.
And they gonna match my seasoning.
Hello.
Baby, you gotta match my seasoning.
got
You
to
can't
match-
be, match my seasoning, match my spirit.
Yes, sir.
And we good.
Yes, sir.
And I feel like a Miss Puerto Rico, a Miss, any one of them misses, man,
Yeah.
they gonna have a good time with me.
What's your ideal first date? We see a lot of this going around too. We see guys like Drake who's just like
Oh yeah,
renting
he's
out the
over
whole
top.
fucking
He's over the
Dodger
top.
Stadium for a dinner. Like I'm just like, okay.
He's really living
That's
the
a lot.
lover
Okay, right.
boy life.
Facts. But for O'Ryan, man,
for
what's
me-
the ideal first date? What does that look like realistically?
Honestly,
And let me just add one thing, O'Ryan. She bad than a motherfucker. Her energy is amazing. Hello?
okay.
Conversation is
So-
on point. You want to really, you know what I'm saying, take her somewhere special.
The date, first of all, the date is starting at motherfucking 12 p.m.
Okay, I respect that time.
Because if you're not with me already,
Okay.
I'm ordering brunch for you, baby. You feel me?
Hello.
Hey, how you doing? I'm seeing you later, right? Yeah, we're going to hook up later. All right, cool, but I just ordered you brunch, and it's at the door.
Oh, real?
You might want to get it.
Real nigga like that.
Really? Yeah.
Okay,
You gotta
come
make sure the
on.
stomach full.
Yeah, that's
'Cause
first.
Then the heart could get full.
Hello.
The stomach is first. Stomach first, and the heart. You gotta fill up that stomach.
Yes,
and then
I
you
am.
get to the heart.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
Yes, sir.
So
That's awesome.
first I'll do that before I
Okay.
even see her, touch her. You feel
Okay.
me? We like, make sure you eat, baby. Because when you link up with me, I don't know what we doing. I'm freestyling. I'm going to smoke 3 blunts for sure in the car or wherever we
Yeah,
at.
facts.
So first we, boom, send her some food, boom. She's like, oh, boom. So she calls me around 1:30, boom. Thank you,
Okay.
baby. Oh, that shit was delicious. All right, cool, boom. Well, at 3, I got the massage therapist coming over to your crib. I got the massage therapist
Hey,
coming.
this man
so,
is cold.
You know what
man.
I'm saying? Boom. So she
cold
get a
nigga.
massage
Okay.
at 3, you feel me? And then 4 o'clock,
Come on.
depending on if she is active, if she's like athletic.
Mm-hmm.
So if she's like one of them bougie, like posh
Okay.
baby girls,
Okay.
that's like just into the designer. She don't work out, but she got a nice body, and you don't understand why.
Got you.
But
How
she
you
don't
get
work
that,
out.
baby?
Yeah.
Got you.
So for her, I'm pulling up at 3 because we gonna have some conversation. If she blaze up, we gonna blaze, and then I'm gonna ask, oh, well, what you want to do? 9 times out of 10, she gonna be like, oh no, I don't know. I made plans already. I was
Just
like,
testing
all right.
you, baby. I was just testing.
I was just testing you.
Yeah, I was just testing you.
I was just testing.
Just making
but I
sure.
made plans already. All right,
Making sure
cool.
my plans was aligned.
Come on.
Yeah.
So, we go to dinner. Then we go. Oh, wait. It's only 5. I'm sorry. We go on a little hike or like.
Ooh.
You feel me? We go on like a little nature. We doing something in nature.
Yeah, let me try to get to know you.
Yeah.
Conversation.
I got a few hikes around the city, bro.
Yeah.
Some of them got waterfalls.
Okay.
Some of them got wild motherfucking animals out there.
Okay.
You know.
Okay.
So I gotta be like, ooh, what is she like? If she don't like hiking, I know the hike to take her to.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, that makes
you
sense.
take them to this hiking.
That
They don't
makes
like
sense.
hiking.
That
but
makes
if they
sense.
like hiking, you take them to that one.
Hello.
Because they're gonna appreciate like, oh, I didn't know about this.
Hello. I ain't never seen nothing
You
like this
always
before.
want to put them on to something.
Hey, she ain't never seen a deer.
You
You
feel me?
got deers running around
You
with their
see
little
that?
kids. Come
Yeah.
on. Little deer kids.
So, we hit that hike.
Yeah.
And then, we get back to the crib, my crib or her crib.
Okay.
And then, we decide what you want to eat, baby. You feeling seafood or you feeling like steakhouse? Or how you
You
feeling?
give her a few options.
You got options, baby.
Okay.
If she's vegan,
Okay.
we eating before 8 because all the vegan restaurants close at 9.
Clutch.
So if
He
she's
does his
vegan,
research.
we getting into it early.
Okay, that makes sense.
That's the thing about them vegans.
That makes
They
sense.
getting into it early.
They're not going to dinner at 10:30 at
No.
Maestro's. No, they're not doing
They've
that.
had dinner at
Yeah,
8:30.
They're done. 8:30
They're ready
tops,
at 9.
and that's late.
They're ready at 9.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay.
So yeah, if she's vegan, yeah, we ready at 9, and you know we're getting to know each other at 9. We're really getting to know each other at 9. But I like to be in nature first, you know what I'm saying, and then I'll either bring them to my space, or if I come to their space, I always have like a speaker, music, because I like to set the tone. I like to
Vibrations.
set the vibe.
Gotta
you know
have the
what I mean?
vibrations going.
Bring something to drink or whatever her vice
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
I try to cater to her.
Yeah.
I cater to the ladies, man.
I love it, bro.
Cater
As you
to the ladies,
should.
man.
You can't bring. I was just telling my boy this. Like, you can't bring the ladies into your world and hold back certain elements that come with being a part of your world.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? It's like you bringing them to your world, give them every element of your world. Hey, I respect it. All right, Orion, we're there. We just had a beautiful dinner, she says. And okay, at what point, like, she bad, she's beautiful, she at your crib, it's a great vibe. Y'all sit next to a waterfall perhaps, or a little fucking fire pit or something. It's a great vibration. Soft music is playing in the back. You know what I'm saying? And you say to yourself on the inside, man, at what point am I gonna try to smash?
Hey, you know,
Like what point do you say, you know what? Like, let's be real. Some of us be, you know, we
I'm gonna be honest, bro.
okay. Be very honest with me.
I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like, ladies these days, man,
Come on.
they going for what they want. and you know,
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that, you know, I haven't like, I ain't gotta go out there and seek nothing. They seeking out what they want.
Absolutely.
These women
Absolutely.
these days.
Absolutely.
You know.
Very vocal about it.
They not all getting what they want.
Yeah. Facts.
Not out here like that. But
Yeah.
yeah, they're pulling up.
Yeah.
And you know, I couldn't be more appreciative and
Yeah.
happy,
Yeah.
because that cuts all the bull. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gotta game you up. Even though game was like back in the day, but you know sometimes like where you at and where
Right.
someone's at, and you're like, all right, you know. But it's like, at this point, I ain't got to do that. Because they know where I'm at.
Absolutely.
They pulling up on me.
Absolutely.
And I'm like, well, damn.
They in your DM.
They pulling up on me like, look, I pulled up with the what's up? And I'm like,
Oh, I guess I'm not doing anything. Yeah,
hold
I guess.
on, I'll be right
yeah,
back.
yeah,
Stay right here.
Yeah.
Fucking plans, bro. I don't know who this is, but
Yes, sir.
Shawty was ready.
Yes, sir. That's
And she knows me.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Hey, do you have the homies that be like, hey, bro, you know what I'm saying? Hook me up, see where her friend at, and she only want to fuck with you, or the friends only want to fuck with you? They don't want to fuck with none of your homies? Have you ever had that?
I've had certain friends like that, you know, where, you know, they'll like, you know, the homegirls is like, they like, nah. You know, they either want to hook up with me or my brother, or me and my cousin. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't my cousin or my brother, they like,
Who's your cousin again?
Kimani.
Kimani.
Yeah, Kimani.
That's
He's
right.
like, he's a
You
fitness trainer, and he's an artist as well.
Nice.
And yeah, it's like, if I'm not with them, they like,
Right.
But when they see me with them,
Right.
phone going crazy, DM going crazy. They like, yo,
Jesus
ladies
Christ.
just send me the train emoji.
No way.
They just send me the train emoji.
Is it going down like that?
It ain't going down like that.
Choo choo.
Because, you know, myself,
It's
my
train
brother,
o'clock.
you know what I'm saying? We all got our own, like, style of ladies, you know what I
Okay.
mean?
You and your brother have different tastes?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
okay.
we don't like, we not in the same pool of women. We not pulling from the
Okay,
same. So it's like,
okay.
when my brother is showing me, like, hey, look at this one. You
You
feel
like,
me?
ah, shit.
I'm like, oh,
Okay, for sure.
I never seen her.
Okay.
Like, we on different algorithms.
Got you.
Thankfully.
got you.
Luckily.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? So we not like
Y'all
in the
don't
bid
clash
for the,
courses.
Nah, we not in the bid for the same.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Beauties. So it works out.
I saw Chloe Bailey said she did your brother see that when she went on Breakfast Club? Chloe Bailey?
Yeah.
That clip was going around everywhere. She said your brother was her biggest crush. And Charlamagne was like, well, Omarion will be hitting you up soon.
Yeah, I saw
He
that.
ain't
I
never
was
placed
like,
his bid. He ain't placed
I
his
was
bid on
like,
that.
yeah,
She was vocal, like you said, they vocal about it out here.
Yeah.
She dropped my man name and all that.
On the end,
Yeah, Omarion, I need that.
Yeah.
Chloe Bailey right here, I need that.
Yeah, so I mean, I respect that.
Yeah, I feel that.
I love the women that are like that because it basically for us men, it cuts out like so much.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's
unnecessary
like she's
work.
interested.
Yeah.
You like I said, you ain't gotta play no games.
Right.
Bro. All you gotta do is be yourself and hope that she like you.
That's right.
And then if she do, then niggas lit. You feel me?
Hilarious.
And when they pull up like that, honestly, yeah,
Ain't
bro.
much you can do.
That's all I've been on.
Hello.
The ladies been approaching me lately.
Yeah, they've been placing their bid.
Yeah.
Hello.
And they got a sick jumper.
Hilarious.
On net. I said,
Yes,
hold up.
Oh.
You got a jumper, girl. She said, I'm shooting my shot.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
On net.
Hey, man, it's a beautiful fucking thing, bro. It's a beautiful thing, man. Shit. This is the best feeling in the fucking world, brother, to be able to be here, do what we love,
Indeed.
create a beautiful energy, a beautiful sacred space. We encourage everybody in this time to just spark up, you know what I'm saying, roll some herb. Hey, I got to get Jasper faded after this as well. He's going to smoke a blunt with me. And I just need everybody to be high right now. There's one there. Grab that one. Grab away. Yeah. Grab away.
Oh, this is one.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn, I thought that was a prop.
Hey, what did we say? We said asking
I
you
thought
shall
that was a
receive.
prop.
The universe is abundant.
This is a blue moon moon
Yeah.
moon lotto.
Moon lotto. Yeah, it is a moon lotto. It is a moon lotto.
I thought this was a prop.
This is one of the last things I'm gonna say before we end out. That's on the topic of B2K. They're clashing. I know there were some issues on the tour. Raz B, all these brothers. There's been some deep need for spaces of healing, right? And I'm not sure if now is the time or if it's too late. But what was that experience in like getting back with B2K on tour, being, you know what I'm saying, being able to see certain outbursts from people or certain individuals? Like, who was the ones that really didn't get along on tour? That's my first question. Who's the ones that really did not get along at all? Where it's like, fuck, y'all again?
Man.
Or was it that?
Well, everybody kind of like had their own space kind of carved out, their own room like situation and their teams. Like everybody had their own team and stuff like that. But I think just like, for me, man, like seeing like Raz, you feel me, like knowing like what he went through, and what he experienced, and seeing like him trying his hardest to kind of like, make it happen. That was like inspiring. That was inspiring.
He was like the peacemaker a lot of times and a lot of that?
Yeah, well, he was like, it was like his effort, the effort he was making was like making everybody else kind of like show up too, because everybody kind of like threw him under the bus, you feel me?
Was
and
expecting him to be the one with the, right, giving the issues.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But he was going ham every night. Like, I was super proud of Raz. Like, just like I said, knowing what he went through, and then seeing him like in rehearsal and seeing him at the show and all of that. But, certain things get the best of people, man. You know what I mean? And when you don't have support, it's like, it's even tougher.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I learned a lot, watching them come back together and not be all the way personally, like, connected again. But on the business side, like, I watched them all kind of put it to the side. You know what I'm saying? And that was, like, it taught me a lot. You know what I'm saying? I learned a lot just like, damn, okay, shit. I got to get out. I really got to get out my own way because if, I'm watching my brother deal with this, and I'm like, I'm looking at him every night, like, just like all right, nigga.
Was the second tour more less dramatic than the first tour? Because I know that first tour is like, damn, we ain't seen
Yeah.
each other in X amount of years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like everybody got
Yeah.
different types of things they got going on. But by the second tour, it was like, okay, I would have thought a lot of that already got hashed out, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People on the same page. Was it a difference or was it about the same?
It definitely was a difference.
Okay,
The
good.
second tour, I got to sing like part of my song. I was like in my brother's set. Like the first tour, Orion couldn't be in B2K set. You feel me? But on the second tour, Orion was a part of Omarion's set. You know what I'm saying? Shout out my brother.
Was he one of the headliners?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
perfect. I remember.
Yep, him and Bow Wow.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
so
right.
him and Bow Wow headlined, and Ashanti,
Yep.
Lloyd, Sammy,
Oh,
Pretty
shit.
Ricky,
Beautiful.
like Yin Yang Twins.
Come on.
It was
That's
lit. It was crazy.
Crazy.
And yeah, bro, like it's funny, man, because my bro didn't even like prep me for that, bro. Like he told me like maybe like a couple days before rehearsal, like, hey, bro, like I got this idea, like, you know, yeah, so I'm gonna take a little break in my set, and then nigga, you gonna sing right here, and then da da da, and I'm like, what? Like, you know, I haven't performed in years.
Right.
I haven't performed.
Throwing you out there in that
years.
deep end. Yeah, getting that deep end.
And my bro was like, come on, let's go. And I'm like, oh shit.
Okay, gotta do
You
it.
feel me?
Gotta
Yeah.
do it.
So, you know, that was just like, that was the difference between the first one and the last one. Like the first one was just like, I learned a lot of discipline. You know what I mean? Like just checking my attitude, checking my everything.
Did you
know?
have any personal issues with anybody a part of the crew at the time, or any types of feelings or any type of forgiveness that needed to be?
Yeah. I felt.
What was that like?
I felt some personal feelings towards all three of them because, you know, I was there in the beginning. I seen them come together. I seen them before my brother wasn't in the group, and what the group was before my brother, and then what the group was after my brother. I saw it, so I'm like, I know what time it is. I know the same things y'all know. So why y'all acting like y'all don't know? You know, and really for me, when I started doing music, I was looking for that support of B2K. And when I didn't get it, like I was just like, this is different. Yeah, this is different.
Y'all
I'm
niggas
like,
on some weird shit.
yeah, I'm like, this is different, bro.
Yeah.
Like I thought y'all was gonna be happy for a motherfucker, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, it was a lot going on. But seeing them, like I said earlier, seeing them on the road and like knowing all of the changes they went through together separately, but like seeing them come together every night, that shit just was like, it was like, yo, no matter what, nigga, get the show done.
That part.
You know,
That part.
perform.
It's kind of like when Kobe and Shaq was getting into it.
Oh yeah,
Whatever y'all got
exactly.
going off the court,
Yeah,
that shit
leave
stay
that
over
shit
there. But we're gonna
but
win championships when we get in this fucking floor.
every
Yeah?
night.
Same
That's what
shit?
it was, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's like
You was able to see it firsthand too.
Oh, I'm looking at them like, damn, this is like, you know, I'm feeling like, you know, I'm fucking carrying bags again.
That
I'm
part.
looking at them like,
That
damn,
part.
this shit is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
y'all motherfuckers ain't even been around each other, but y'all giving a great show every night.
Right,
So
right,
it was
right.
definitely like motivation for
That's
sure.
what's up, bro. Well, hey, man, I just appreciate my brother. Yet again, I appreciate you, man,
Hey,
for
man.
coming, bro.
Likewise, man.
This
Thank
has
you,
been
bro.
a treat. It's been long overdue.
Yes, sir.
And for me, man, with the type of day that I started with today, this has been absolutely 1,000% what my spirit, what my soul has needed. Just a
Indeed.
like-minded individual, you know what I'm saying? A mirror reflection
Indeed.
of what is and what is to become.
Yeah.
You know, so I appreciate your presence, brother. I
Same.
appreciate you for allowing yourself to be able to connect with Unselfish Behavior
Same.
Podcast and with your brother.
Same.
You know, we will continue to build.
Indeed.
We will continue to grow.
Indeed.
I'm always here, my brother, as service one. I always tell individuals that I need nothing from you. Let me know how I can make your life better. That's step one for me, right? And
Okay.
then we go into reciprocity. But I never go into a relationship asking for anything from anybody. Let me know how I can up you, how I can big
Indeed.
you up, you know what I'm saying, and pour
Indeed.
into you as a brother first before
Indeed.
anything. So I thank you for that, brother. Real quick, I can't let you leave without looking into that camera right there, the one straight in front of you, letting people know what's going on, how they can support you, what you got coming up, and just any last messages, you know, and our ladies are watching too. So if anything you want to say,
So,
anything you want to say,
ladies.
my brother.
It is yours truly, Orion, 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 baby, the Watermelon Man. And if you in LA, make sure you check out Black on the Block. It's at Wisdom downtown. I'm there every month DJing for 2 hours of power, baby. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, Orion Orion. That's with zeros, 0 RYAN, 0 RYAN. I say it twice because I know they looking at me. They're like, "Is that I'm like Orion,
Yeah,
Orion."
there we go.
goddamn it.
No one was one of the O's.
Orion, Orion. It's an O, but it's an Orion. O.
There we go.
Y'all follow me on Instagram. Y'all follow me on Twitch. Y'all follow me on Twitter. And, just tap in with me, man. I got new music coming, new album on the way, DJing around the city, and just follow me. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a skincare product coming soon, because a lot of the ladies, a lot of fellas, they like, man, what's the secret? I said, it's not a secret. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you right here. So yeah, y'all stay tuned. Peace, love, and abundance.
Hey, man, with that being said, it's your main man, King Q. It's the Unselfish Behavior Podcast. It's my brother, Orion. It's been a long time coming, my brother, man. What a beautiful episode, brother. Hey, man, peace and love to everybody.
Yes, sir.
You know what it is, Zib on the beat, yeah. Legendary, level, yeah.